Anya.
Yee! Hi, Lulu. How's it going?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. You?
I'm doing good. I was kind of
Yeah.
freaking out yesterday because my work, like, basically, like any other place, has lots these days has lots of like communication problems,
Mm-hmm.
and which is especially bad for like front desk people because we're supposed to know everything that's going on, but we don't.
Of
um
course not.
yeah, and so the early childhood center decided to do like a flea market, and they set it all up during the weekend, and people started buying stuff during the weekend. And so I just like walked in on Sunday and saw that it was all set up and was like, oh, I guess this is happening now. And so people started coming up wanting to buy stuff. And I was like, I don't know how to process this because we don't have anything like in the system for it to process or anything like that. And so I was struggling with that. And then like also the bills that I was getting, because like most of the stuff was like, here's this thing for $1, here's this thing for $5. And yeah, one guy gave me a $100 bill and I had to break that
Oh,
down. I
oh,
was
that's the
like,
worst.
I was like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. And I felt like afterwards I was like, oh, I probably messed it all up. Like the drawer I ended up keeping to 100, but I was like, I don't think I did it right though. So now it's gonna seem like I stole money or something maybe. I was like freaking
You
out.
can't be trusted.
Yeah, me being a criminal. Oh,
The most honest person I know cannot be trusted.
exactly. But
Well, you can't be trusted to not spoil things, but
yeah,
I don't.
it's true.
I think you can be trusted not to steal.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, so I was freaking out. I ended up calling Debbie on Sunday, but for some reason the call didn't go through or something. I guess I'm wondering if maybe like her phone thought I was like just spam or something because I called from the JCC. I don't know. But she said that like it literally like didn't go off for her when I called, and I was like, that's weird. But yeah, so I called her that day and then she didn't pick up, and I was like freaking out. I ended up ranting to Azure about it last night, being like I was just freaking out. And then I woke up today and found out that she tried to call me a bit earlier. And so I called back and they were like, yeah, we figured it all out. No worries. You're all good. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay, thank
Okie
you.
doke. It's all good. But yeah, so I'm a lot better than I was last night. But yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. And then I had some pancakes because my mom made some pancakes.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. She makes the best pancakes. If y'all ever come to visit, y'all should have my mom's pancakes. Because they're great.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So I'm kind of
Sorry
like,
sorry if I'm making noise. I'm putting some chopping away. I just came home like 10 minutes ago.
oh yeah, no worries. No worries. Big hugs. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. Oh,
Especially after
also,
the day we had.
what was that, Lulu?
Especially after the day I had.
Oh no. Big hugs.
I'll talk to you about that more afterwards, because it's
Yeah.
it made me angry, and I don't want to do that
Yeah.
on stream.
You know, understandable. Big hugs, Lulu. I'm here for ya whenever you need me. And
Same for you.
I'll definitely want to hear all about it later on. Big hugs.
Thanks.
But oh, also, Lulu. Last night
Yes.
I discovered that the latest episode of Andromeda 6 is out as well. So I played it last night as well.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Azure experienced it along with me. I don't know if I'm gonna stream.
Can't believe I wasn't invited.
No! Lulu.
Or was it on a different server?
Oh yeah, it was on a different server. So yeah, you wouldn't have seen us. I'm sorry.
Nope.
But yeah.
And we'll talk about that later.
Big
Because
hugs.
Anya's in trouble.
Oh no.
No, I'm kidding. Mostly.
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 But yeah, normally, like, I would play it on stream for VN Night. I would get everybody to do it with me, since that's literally the game that started VN Night. But the last time we played the last episode, everyone was like, besides like Wolf, who was I think like Wolf and Doodle were enjoying themselves, but everybody else was like miserable about it. So I don't know.
Oh, you know, he likes being included.
Yeah. But yeah, Wolf saw.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, he is a good boy. But yeah, Wolf saw that we were playing it, because literally he was like, "Oh no, is that the new episode?" Also, this episode, I think, might have been the shortest episode of the bunch. Like, it felt pretty short. I mean, part of it also doesn't help that I didn't, like, voice act it. We were just, like, reading through it together. Because I was like, I already will have to voice act today. I don't want to voice act last night.
Yeah.
And it's Azure. Hi, Azure. Thank you so much for the tier. What's up for 56 months? Go to bed, nerd. One day. One day I'll sleep.
56 years.
56 years. It's been 56 years.
Azure was always here.
Exactly. Before I was even born.
Before we were all born.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, we all know, Lulu, that you're 1,000 years old.
True. At least I feel that way.
Oh, no! We're all vampires. It's okay.
Once you pass 25, you're like, why? I haven't done anything. Why do my bones hurt?
I know, right? Crazy.
Oh, yay. Oh, wait. You aren't that age yet, Anya, so you can't. Oh, wait. Yes, you can.
Yeah,
Never
I'm
mind.
at 25. Don't worry.
I mix it you and Vicky, and also Sploosh, because they were born in 99.
Yeah. Well, but also, I do forget my own age, so...
You are... What's my age again? What's my age again?
Yeah. Exactly. Like, literally, I've had people ask me my age, and I'll be like, I have to think about it for a second, because I don't really remember. I'll be like, is it 24 or 25? And I'm like, oh yeah, I am 25 now.
Yep.
Azure said, if I know Anya for 56 years, please end me. Cap.
You'll never get rid of us.
Yeah, exactly. But
And if you
yeah.
take yourself out, you gotta take me out too.
No! I won't let either of you die. If y'all die, I'll kill you.
That's the plan.
No!
You're just giving us what we want.
Amazing. Anyways, let me pull up the thing.
Yeah, I count you as one of my little sisters.
Aw, thank you, thank you. And you're my big sister.
Damn right. Oh, you can call me mommy.
Yes, mommy. Yes, mommy. Yes, mommy.
Mommy? Sorry, mommy.
Amazing.
Do it, Azure, do it.
Yeah. Amazing. Like, yeah, that'll be the last I see of Azure, and I'll be like, what happened to him? And then it cuts to him, like, at a completely different planet.
It cuts to him trying to walk into the sun. He's not going to a new planet, he's just walking into the sun.
Yeah. No, Azure. Get back in here, Azure.
How's my mic?
You're like a little muffled at times, but I can hear you just fine.
Can you hear me fine now?
Still a little muffled.
Because I'm using my my headphones instead of my mic.
Oh, I see,
Or
I
a
see.
laptop mic.
Yeah, makes sense. But yeah, I can hear you just fine though, so it's all good.
As long as you hear me, it's fine.
Yeah.
How do I sound on the stream?
Azure's still out of here.
You left.
Yeah, he left. He's already gone. He'll never come back.
He's always been here.
It's true. As Nightbot always says. But, I feel like I was gonna say something and now I can't remember what I was thinking about.
If I continue to sound muffled, I'll just change my thing to the laptop mic again.
Yeah.
How do I sound now?
Yeah, you sound good.
How did I sound while I put stuff away?
You get like a little cutty-offy as you're like doing stuff, but I can still understand you.
So I was wondering if it would be better if I was further away from my laptop, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But it could just be me moving side to side.
Yeah. You sound pretty
Don't
okay.
sit still.
Yeah, no worries. I'm working, so I'll be in and out, says Azure. Makes sense. No worries.
Are you getting allergies?
Me?
Hmm?
I think so a little bit because
You do sound like you have a bit of congestion.
Yeah, like not in my, it's weirdly enough, it's not in my nose. I just sometimes like get, like, my throat gets a little, like, especially after I've just ate. And so that's probably, like, coming through a little bit. But
I get that, or I sneeze a lot.
yeah. But yeah, like, it's because I got sick twice in a row earlier this year, around the same time Azure got sick earlier, before the third time.
I can't believe Azure's doing this to everybody.
No, we got each other sick. That's the lore. But
I'm the only one who hasn't been sick, thankfully,
yeah,
because I'm going away soon. I don't want to be sick.
yeah.
Unless it's, like, right at the end, apparently. Like last time.
No, it was the same for me as well when I traveled. But yeah, it's like you go to a new place and then your body is like, oh, new bacteria, what do we do? And tends to hit right at the end.
Well, that's how we think that my boyfriend got sick. Like, last year, it wasn't the chicken nuggets. It was that he had caught something from being at the airport waiting for me.
Yeah. Yep. That's usually how it is. It's why they call it, like, traveler's flu, because it's like when you go to a new place, it's filled with viruses and bacteria your body isn't, like, used to dealing with. So typically, if you're there for a little while, you'll get sick after being there. It was Def the chicken nugget, says Azure.
Except, as I told you, his mom didn't eat the chicken nuggets, and she was sick as well. But she was also at the airport, so...
Yeah, it definitely sounds like it was probably there. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, like, because of getting sick, like, twice in a row, I've been, like, scared that I'm gonna get sick a third time. And so every single day I, like, feel my throat, like, being a little, like, and I'll be like, is this allergies or am I getting sick again? And then every day I go to bed thinking, like, oh, this is gonna be it. And then I wake up and I'm like, oh, I'm still fine. So I'm okay.
I know, Azure. I'm not being serious. I never am. Well, apart from when I am serious. But then you know I'm mad.
Yeah.
Like how Anya's in trouble.
Oh no. Oh no.
No.
It's
Hi, Bajorn.
Hi, Bajorn. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I love ya.
No, Azure, fuck you. I'm gonna talk to you as much as I want to.
Heck yeah.
Or are you talking to Anya? In which case you definitely should.
No! I'll fight you both. I'll knock your teeth in. Get me some sausages. But yeah. Anyways, I don't remember really what happened last time. Oh no, I don't want to quit the game. Yeah, we're ending right now. Thanks for joining the stream, guys.
Yeah, I know now, Azure. So you did video. So last time we mostly were discovering about the disease that was basically like rabies or like Ebola.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
most of talking about that stuff. And then, but now we are planning on playing as Karma finally.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, let's see.
Because last time we rescued the reporter, and I changed that, and then we played as Minoru Kara, and then we played as this guy Osawa, which was the sights thing, which took ages,
Yeah.
and now we're gonna play as Tama finally.
Yee! Exciting. I'm so excited to play as Tama. For real, for real. And no, Azure, scientific studies have
My
shown...
life improves 10 times, a million, infinity times when you talk to Azure all the time.
Heck yeah. Same. Same.
And it goes -10 when you talk to Anya.
It all balances out.
Yeah.
It's so hot.
It's so hot.
Or do you want to be Tama?
It's so hot in this thing. Way too hot. I feel like I'm sitting in a sauna. You're in a mascot costume in the middle of Japan.
Yeah.
Everyone else in the street looks nice and cool. But here I am, getting treated to my very own personal midsummer heatwave. On top of that, I can barely see. I can barely breathe for that matter, but hey, what can I do?
This is honestly like a big fear of like getting trapped in like a mascot costume. Definitely would not want that.
I do not even like my face being covered by my sheets. Like, this would be a nightmare.
Yeah, same. Same. I have like huge like claustrophobia. So like the idea of being like stuck in that would I would probably have a panic attack and pass out.
Yeah. So, if you want to kidnap us, you know what to do.
Yeah.
Puff, puff, pant, pant. Puff, puff, pant, pant. Oh, I'm so thirsty. Some iced tea would be amazing right now. I'm gonna pass out from dehydration at this rate. I may as well admit it, I underestimated how tough this would be. Who knew wearing a mascot costume could be so uncomfortable? You don't say. There's a reason why you're not supposed to wear it for more than 2 hours.
Yeah.
A delicate young lady like myself has no business doing this sort of job.
Like, I remember, I watched this one series on YouTube, from Scorpy, who played as, Benry in the Half-Life, VR series. And...
Half-Life.
Yee. And, he, like, does this series where they watch, like, old VHS tapes. And, some of those have been like company like staff tapes that you would like watch to like prepare to do the job and stuff. And some of them was for Chuck E. Cheese.
Wendy's ones.
Yeah, those ones are great.
These ones are great too. They're so creepy.
Yeah. But like they were showing like all the steps needed to like put on the Chuck E. Cheese costume for like the person who has to wear the costume, and I'm like, oh my god. Like you also gotta maintain it too and everything, and I'm like, oh god. There's so much work into that.
I know too much about Five Nights at Freddy's, which is based on the Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
And the suits will kill you, so...
Yep. Yep. Very true. Speaking of that, for anyone who hasn't seen the movie, I did enjoy the film when I saw it. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
I suddenly have so much respect for the people on those superhero team shows.
Very true. All the tokusatsu.
Mostly all of the bosses and the enemies and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine doing action scenes and something like this?
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, even thinking of, like, King Oger, like, all the Bugnarok people having to wear those costumes. Like, oh my god.
Oh, yeah. Well, most of them do have, like, AC in there, so...
Oh, that's cool. Make things easier now.
Mm-hmm. Like, can you imagine doing action scenes or something like this? I already read that part.
Oh, okay.
Heck, all I'm doing is standing here, and I'm this close to calling it quits. But I can't. I need the work, I need the money. There's no time to be a wuss. If I give up on this, what else am I possibly going to do? Check out this revolutionary new diet, Burning Hammer! I thrust a free sample towards passers-by while shouting as loud as I can. Now, since I'm reading the cover part, you can now read this.
Oh, yeah, okay. A free portion, usually quite small, of a product given out to consumers as a sales gimmick allows them to test the quality and effect of a cosmetic or health product prior to purchase, frequently referred to as a trial size or freebie version of the product. In addition to passing out free samples on the street, some shops also include free samples with purchased products. Please note that simply taking a product without paying for it in order to test it out is theft. Don't do it.
Yes, it is. Come on and give it a try. Step right up. Oh, it's no use. People just walk by one after the other. They avoid looking at the sample.
Yeah. The only...
Yeah, they make contact. They look at it. You'll try to interact with them, and nobody wants that.
Yeah. Like, the only time I think people actually enjoy free samples is if it's, like, food or drink. Like, and not like this kind of drink. Not like a weird health drink.
Here, it is usually cheese.
Yeah. Yeah, cheese is a big one. I've seen like small cookies or crackers or other snacks. Sometimes if you go to certain malls and they have like a Japanese like teriyaki place, they'll give out free samples of like the meat sometimes. Like, here's like a little piece of the teriyaki chicken to try.
Ooh.
And I've also...
Yeah.
You go.
You go.
I was just gonna say that I've had like also free samples of like here's a little bit of coffee to try, or like here's a little bit of what was it, apple cider to try. Or sometimes like if I go to like an ice cream place, they'll allow you to like test out an ice cream before getting it to see if it's one that you like.
Oh, it's just so easy to scam. Like, you could get a whole ice cream soup. Scoop.
Ice cream soup.
Well, by the end that you get it, probably is. But if you test out every flavor, you basically have an entire ice cream.
Yeah. Yep. Crazy.
The one I avoid the most, though, is like the perfume.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
Yeah, I basically any of the health product stuff, like people will be like, do you want to try this lotion or do you want to try this like perfume or whatever? And I'm like, no, I have my own. I'm fine with what I have. Goodbye. I don't want to deal with that.
I have perfume at home.
Yeah, exactly. Just like my coffee at home, which I'm drinking right now.
It's been like this ever since I started studying here. What gives? You figure at least one person would have taken a bottle by now. I mean, it's free, but I haven't managed to give away a single one. This keeps up, there's no way I'm getting paid. Then this whole miserable experience will have been for nothing. Thing is, as well, is that if you... Some free samples come with people try to sell you other things, and I'm just like, I can't be bothered with that.
Yeah. Or sometimes, like, I know if I go to Sephora, so my mom has, like, Sephora, like... What's it called? Like the special, like you're a member of Sephora, so you get like little things if you spend money there, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So like when we go there and buy stuff, we usually get like little things along with that. Like here's samples of this or that that come with it. And you also get something special for your birthday, which is fun.
I hope so. However much it's for.
Yeah. Yep. We buy probably too much at Sephora.
Just drink this and watch the pounds melt away. No exercising, dieting necessary. Please be careful. May give diarrhea or other side effects. It may make you vomit.
Yeah, it's like all the weird American ads that we have of like the medical stuff of like, yeah, this will be great. And then by the way,
really fast.
Yeah.
Really fast at the bottom goes like small text.
Yeah.
And it's like right at the end, may cause death. Like, thanks. I really want to try it now.
Yeah, exactly. Like it still surprises it still surprises me. Like, I guess not saying surprise is the wrong term, but like for a long time I didn't know that other countries don't have those ads. Like, I've just always seen them on TV all the time because of how terrible our medical system is. And so when I heard that, oh no, that's just an American thing because of how bad our system is, I'm like, oh shoot.
It's because most of the bad shit is under prescription. So you can't buy it without a doctor telling you that you can, and you get it from a pharmacy.
Yeah. Well, because...
You can't buy it by yourself.
Yeah, and it's the same here. Like, you can't buy those drugs here. But the reason they have ads and stuff for it is because we don't have free healthcare. So, like, people don't necessarily go to a doctor. So the ads are, like, to try and convince you... Well, it's to, like, convince you to go to the doctor and ask for it so that you can buy it. That's what it's for. Because otherwise people may not go because you have to pay to go to the doctor because we don't have free health care.
Yeah, so I just wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Just burn, 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 burn those pounds away. They're giving me cold looks now. They probably think I'm some shyster trying to offend, trying to offload dodgy product. It's that simple. That's simple, folks. You just drink the away. I guarantee it.
I mean, we did see what happened when Kano tried to drink it, so I think it is kind of a dodgy product.
Uh-huh. that was the first death we got.
Yep.
Heck, this whole thing looks of a scam to me too.
In other words, it seems extremely dubious or suspicious. The word scam, referring to a type of dishonest scheme, is actually of unknown origin. Several folk etymologies have been proposed, including that it comes from a simple shortening of scandalous misdeeds. But these claims have little evidence to support them. Shortening.
Losing weight just by drinking some concoction is way too good to be true. Looking at you, Weight Watchers and Slimming World.
Yeah.
But still, free is free. You'd think I'd be able to give one or two away. Not like I'm not trying. Okay, tech talk time. You can do this.
Also, can I just say, I think it's kind of funny that the only, like, female character we play as is one that's in a mascot costume.
Mm-hmm. Think about the way. Start with one bottle. Alright, I'm going to give this bottle away to the next person I see, no matter what. Close my eyes and gather my determination. I just need to get started, and the momentum will build from there. Alright, eyes open.
Oh, so I like that lady with, like, the all black outfit and the black umbrella.
Umbrella?
Yeah, I love it.
Or a parasol, I guess?
Yeah, parasol. I love it. I love that whole outfit. I want that outfit.
Yee. There are two people walking in my direction.
So we gotta give it to the other guy, not our guy.
Yep. Otherwise, we'll kill him.
We'll kill Kano. No.
Yep.
I'll die.
Wait, two? Oh no, which one do I pick? If I keep waffling, they're both going to pass me by. I just need to hand this bottle off. Which one of these guys looks more likely to take it?
Yeah, so we're
This
gonna...
man to my left, or the disheveled fellow to the right.
We're doing it to the businessman on my left, because the disheveled fellow is our guy, and we don't want Kano to die. I don't want to die.
Clutching the free sample in my furry fist, I try to force it off from the businessman to my left. Here you go, sir.
Oh my gosh. I love it. Another thing about this game that I love is just how much of like a time capsule it is. Like getting to see a version of Shibuya that probably doesn't exist anymore is crazy.
I remember we had this discussion in the first stream.
Yeah, it keeps on popping up in my head. Like anytime I play games like this that have like live footage, it's always like, dang, this is
Yeah.
another time capsule because it's not like this anymore. Like,
Yeah.
there was that weird museum game that Vinesauce played a while back that had like a lot of live action footage. And it's like, it's like different to me in a video game like this versus like just watching like a TV show or movie, because a lot of times it's like you see a lot more of just like random people than just like actors and whatnot, just like walking around doing stuff. It's like, dang.
Yeah, sir. Please sample Birminghammer, the latest and greatest diet drink. The businessman flashes me a look of utter contempt and makes a point of avoiding me as he slips past. Bam! There goes the wind right out of my sails. I wonder how the other mascot is doing about now. You're a cock. Undo the cock. You're a chicken. I mean,
I'm leaving forever. There's a cereal scramble happening today at 1 o'clock at the No County building.
Huh. This little chicken is handed out all kinds of samples. I don't get it. How come nobody's taken any of mine? Because they already got it from him.
Yeah. Like, you
What
should
could I
probably be in a
possibly
different
be wrong?
place. Yeah.
Yeah. I look at the clock. It's a little after 11. My morning of wandering around hawking diet drinks is just over. I'll need to get ready to head over to the sales depot. I'd love to take the costume off, but then I'd have to carry it. The samples I'm giving out are almost too heavy as it is. Oh well, I might not have gotten results, but I tried my best. Sure hope they don't withhold my pay or anything. Hey, what? Oh, it's not me.
Hey, what gives? You got that many left? The chicken
The chicken
speaks.
speaks with a female voice. Yeah, I replied sheepishly. This is want to take mine.
Well, I mean, are you looking for the right targets?
Huh?
Like groups of girls or bored-looking older ladies. Those are the types you gotta be gunning for, you know?
Wow, I didn't even consider that. Now that she says it, it seems so obvious. This is a diet thing after all. We've got to be sexist and go
Yeah.
after the women.
Yeah.
Of course I'm not going to have any luck right trying to push off from random guys.
Well, whatever.
The chicken says.
Here, give me the samples you've got left.
I hand over my samples and the chicken dumps the whole lot into a basket.
I'll drink whatever's left so they don't find out you didn't pass them out. No! You'll die!
No, don't drink them!
Don't.
Huh? Wait, like all of them?
Yeah, all of them.
She sounds pretty confident in herself. These may be just sample-sized bottles, but still, they add up to a lot.
She's gonna die.
I can feel myself bring the tears at the kindness of her offer. Thank you so much. That's a huge help.
I'll attend your funeral.
I bow deeply, which makes my mascot head wobble. Leaving the station behind, we head down Center Guy towards the Nokani building.
A multi-tenant office building in Udagawacho, located in Center Guy, Shibuya's downtown district. In addition to hosting the weight loss drink sales demo, the building is also home to the foreign capital protection firm Japan Cellcom, the IT mainstay in Shibuya on-net Sun, video game developer Shindai Trade Co., and Strikeback Labs, publisher of the monthly magazine Science Strikes Back, along with many other businesses. I like the girl taking a photo.
What game company that is?
Yeah. I wonder.
It couldn't be Bandai Namco, could it?
I also love the girls over there taking a photo of the mascots.
I like the girl on the right that can very clearly see the camera.
Yeah, they're just staring at the camera.
Yeah.
Also, Starbucks in the back as well.
Yeah. The Burning Hammer sales demo is going to be held there this afternoon.
It's time to die, Lulu, says Azure. Whoa!
What a load of shit.
Time to die, Anya. Too much love. Hey, there we go. We both have the same.
I see how it is. I see how it is.
We both
Can tell where the love is born. Oh, I got 2 high numbers.
Heck yeah.
The job's supposed to pay 10,000 yen for the day. But if we can sell at least 100 bottles at the demo, they promised another 10,000 on top of that. Which is pretty good. I need to make sure I sell those 100 bottles. I need that 20,000 yen, and I need it ASAP. We arrive at the Nokami building, a rundown multi-tenant office complex.
Yeah, this looks so not great.
We head into the room where the Burning Space Hammer sales demo is taking place. There are already about 50 seats set out. I wonder how many people the free samples will pull in. A stage has been set up at the far right of the room. The far end of the room. That's where I'm going to be standing, sipping Burning Hammer while explaining specs to customers. Oh god.
Oh no. Oh boy. Also, heck yeah, Azure, I'll give you the yen.
I don't think you have $200.
Here you go.
That isn't me.
Oh, hurry up and take that thing off. The chicken
This needs
flap.
to flap so wings as she speaks.
It's kind of early, but come on, let's have lunch. I'm starving.
Now that she mentions it, I realize I'm pretty hungry myself. The demo's not starting for another 2 hours. I can't win a war against my stomach for that long. The chicken and I head to the waiting room where they've set out our lunches for us.
It's weird that she's referring to her as the chicken.
Yeah.
Y'all have names?
No.
Mind getting my bag real quick?
She arches her back towards me. Apparently, she can't reach her own zipper. Oh, yeah. Oh, sure, give me a sec. I try to unzip the back of the chicken suit, but my own suit's thick, fuzzy fingers have a hard time of it.
What's the hold up? Come on, I'm roasting in this thing. Hurry up and get it off of me.
I've always got it, it's just awkward with these mitts. How fairies feel when they try to have sex. Finally, I get a hold of the zipper and yank it. Downward. A girl emerges from the chicken as if the chicken itself were an egg.
Ew, I'm alive. I mean, maybe it would help if you weren't wearing a sweater underneath the suit as well.
Her red sweatshirt is drenched with sweat. Almost at once, she's kicking back and crawling off with a hand fan. Sorry, but would you mind getting me too, I ask?
Yeah, okay.
I turn my back to the girl. I hear metal clacking behind me. Long last, I'm about to be free of this 5-ton fursuit.
Huh?
The girl murmurs awkwardly.
Huh? What?
Huh, what? A spike of anxiety hits me. What's wrong, I ask.
Yeah, that's a no-go. Zipper's busted.
What?
Yeah, sorry, this thing ain't coming off.
What? My vision goes dark. No, 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 no! I tug desperately at the costume, but no luck. I'm trapped inside. Oh, what the crap! The plush on the table looks like a spiel with ears and a tail.
Yeah, it does. Well, we can talk to the boss about it when he gets back. I mean, it's not like we could just cut it off of you with scissors or anything.
He sounds entirely unconcerned. It's so unfair. I need to get out of this stuffy, sweltering steam bath as soon as possible. All I can do is clench my fist in impotent rage.
But anyway, good work out there today. I'm Chiriko Osugi, by the way. You could just call me Chiri.
She smiles as she introduces herself.
I mean, I'm a pretty cheery gal after all.
Oh, sure, I say. It's nice to meet you. Awishkine.
Yeah, for sure. So, I guess you're not gonna be able to eat lunch in that gap, huh?
Huh? Yeah, that's right. What should I do?
Don't sweat it. Just leave it to me. I'll eat both lunches myself.
Cheery doesn't even wait for me to buy before reaching for my lunch. You bitch.
Yeah, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste.
She makes it sound like leftover food is a bigger concern than my hunger. I can feel my appetite stirring all the more as she devours my meal with a satisfied grin on her face. A faint, pathetic gurgle rises from my belly. It's just a cheap little pre-packaged box lunch, but right now it looks like a feast.
So what's your name?
Her cheeks are still packed with rice. My name?
Yeah.
Oh, it's As I struggle to think of the answer, my eyes alight on the piece of tamagoyaki clutched between Cheery's chopsticks. The yellow slab of lightly grilled egg wobbles to and fro. I can see the inside from the way it's been sliced, looks somewhat undercooked.
Come on, what's your name?
Oh right, Tama. It's Tama.
Huh? You mean like the famous cat? Well, ain't that fitting?
Cheery tortles and stuffs the piece of tamagoyaki into her mouth. Then it takes a big swig of iced tea. I'm beyond jealous. I wish I could gorge myself in these lunchboxes until I'm full to bursting. Heck, even a cold glass of iced tea would be a lifesaver right now. I'm so thirsty, I'm starting to get all dizzy. Maybe I really am getting dehydrated. This isn't good. If I don't do something, I'm going to pass out before the sales demo even starts. And then I remember something. The zipper down my back might be busted, but I can still take the head off, right? That way, I'd at least be able to eat and drink stuff. Alright. I decided to grab the head in both hands and yank it upward with all my might, rock my head back and forth good and hard, or ask Chihiri to assist me. So, would you mind helping me pull my head off?
I'm not sure. I feel like we're gonna end up just like ripping the suit if we try and grab it like that. I mean, I guess we could ask her to assist us, but I don't know if she'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it.
Would you mind helping me pull my... Ow! I feel a dull, throbbing pain at the back of my head. Like I bumped my head somewhere, but I don't remember doing that recently. Shibuya flashed me a curious look.
What are you doing?
She asked. I thought maybe I could at least get the head off.
That ain't gonna work. That thing's attached to the body.
I slumped 400 feet, planting on the tabletop. No.
Most folks would have noticed that when they put it on, you know. Aw, thank you, Azure.
Well, I didn't. The boss helped me get into it is the thing.
Well, don't let it get you down. Here, drink some of this.
I didn't read that, but in a fever of thirst, I jammed the plastic straw through the mascot costume's mouth. Thankfully, it reaches as far as my own. I suck for all I'm worth.
Oh, snap.
Where's the dick diary?
Yeah, where's the dick note?
I suck, and I suck, and I suck. And it goes everywhere. My body rejoices as the moisture returns to it, like rain coming into the desert. When Anya sees her Anya boys.
Heck yeah.
And thus, I revive. Actually, it kind of does feel like I'm coming back to life. Oh, thank you so much. I am never going to forget this as long as I live. With tears welling up in my eyes, I clutched Chewy's hand in my fuzzy mitts.
Ah, hey, I'm not the kind of person to abandon someone in need, you know.
An embarrassed grin crosses her face. How come you're carrying this bottle around with you anyway, I ask.
Oh, that's because I make my own protein juice. In Japan, the word protein is frequently used to refer to a powdered health food supplement that contains vitamins and minerals as well as a protein component. It is dissolved in milk or another liquid to create a drink. A protein diet typically involves drinking a glass of this in place of a meal. Drinking it in place of tea would assuredly lead to weight gain.
Yes. I've never heard of it.
I've heard that if you have protein juice for one of your 3 meals a day, you'll lose weight. So yeah, I kind of need to keep it.
Given Chewy's sort of, well, chubby frame, I don't think the protein's been working so great for her.
Wow, she looks just
Some
fine.
people just look that way, okay?
Yeah, she looks fine to me.
Ew.
I've been trying.
Yeah, well, you know how Japan is. Like, if they see someone who's not skinny as a rake, then they're gonna make fun of people.
Yeah,
or
it's true.
stare.
It's true. I've been trying all sorts of stuff, but right now protein is totally the best thing for my diet. This stuff, though.
David casts her eyes at the samples of burning hammer on the table.
No, Cherry, you're gonna die. It's like totally bogus.
Huh? Bogus? That's a surprise.
Really? Well, yeah. You've got to exercise if you want to burn body fat. The best way to burn fat is to engage in steady, low-intensity aerobic exercise. After roughly 20 minutes of such exercise, the body burns through its available food sugar, and the brain sends signals to have fat brought into the bloodstream. This is how fat is burned. Anaerobic exercise, which leaves you panting and breathless, is not effective.
Knocks herself on one flabby arm.
I mean, there's no way you're gonna lose weight by taking in more calories.
Huh? Didn't you just say she's drinking protein juice to lose weight?
Yep.
I keep that thought to myself.
I mean, that'd be as ridiculous as all-you-can-eat Kobe beef.
She shakes her head seriously. I'm not sure about using all-you-can-eat anything as an example in a discussion about weight loss. But again, I keep the thought to myself.
But hey, a job's a job. They tell me to sell this junk and I'll sell it.
Sudden wailing comes from the other side of the door. I think that's the person that's in charge.
Please, give me time. I swear I'll get it back to you. What the heck? Is that the boss?
I nod. That's definitely Mr. Yanni Gishita's voice. He's the guy who hired me. Sidling up alongside Cheery, I very quietly open the door and take a peek inside.
Oh, what is this? Is this Yakuza stuff going on here?
Yep. Mr. Yanagishita is down on his knees and begging while two uncouth-looking men glower at him.
Just a little more time, that's all I ask. Once I sell this stuff, I can pay you back.
I see a tiny bottle of burning hammer in his hand.
Just a little more. I'm just gonna sell this. We've heard enough of that out of you. Yeah! We ain't giving you any more time, so quit asking. But I really just need a little longer this time, please. You gotta believe me.
From the look of things, Mr. Yanagishita is dealing with loan sharks.
Though it seems obvious that this term refers to toothy predators of the deep, the word shark in this case actually has its origins in an older Germanic word meaning parasite or someone who preys on others. The same word gave rise to the terms pool shark and card shark. In the case of loan sharks, though, the initial mental image seems quite appropriate.
Two folks are clearly in no mood for his continued groveling. Cheery and I exchange a glance. It's probably best if we don't go over there right now.
Can you imagine, like, you're having, like, an intense, like, Yakuza-esque moment, and then you turn and you just see a giant mascot head peeking around the corner?
Am I really going to get paid for this gig? As I'm pondering that, one of the men grabs Yanagishita by the nape of the neck and drags him to his feet.
Come with us, pal. We'll take you someplace you can, Work off your debts. Say what?
Mr. Yanagishita wails, the two men drag him away.
Huh, guess he's gone then.
She's already starting to pack her things. Wait, what are you doing? I ask.
Going home, not much point sticking around.
Going home?
I mean, the demo sure ain't happening now. Anyhow, it was nice working with you. See ya! Wow. And she's just trapped.
Now what do I do? I've been left here all by myself, more or less at a total loss. Bad end.
Oof. Our poor feline friend isn't going to get paid now that those debt collectors showed up and dragged her boss away. If a certain someone hadn't told the thugs how to get to the Nokane building, they probably wouldn't have caught Yanagishita. The right decisions happens at 11:15, but who has to make it? Oh my gosh, which button is it? There we go. Let's see. Oh wait, we haven't done any more with Achi for a while.
Yeah.
So we should probably check in on him. See what's going on here.
It's back to you.
Yeah. Please, the girl said, trembling. Oh wait, no, you were voice acting her, I think.
Yes. Please. Why are you doing this?
But the man did not reply. Quickly, Achi stepped between Hitomi and the gun, spreading his arms wide. Stop! He said in English, one of the few English words he knew. He quickly reverted back to Japanese. Who the hell are you? Still, the man did not respond. You know this guy, Hitomi?
No.
Aichi was sure he'd never seen the man either. What are you after, money? Because if you are, boy, you wasted your time chasing us. The man furrowed his brow, adjusting the point of his aim to Achi's face. His bloodthirsty gaze left Achi no doubt that he was willing to pull the trigger. Reflexively, Achi took a step back, his foot clattering against a discarded beer bottle. We're going to get gunned down for sure, unless we can find some way to catch this guy off guard. It didn't need to be much. If Achi could just distract the gunman for a moment, buy himself the briefest window. Shoot me then. Go on, do it. He stepped forward as he shouted, hoping the provocation would confuse the guy for just long enough. Even as Achi moved, the gunman's attention was distracted for an instant by a sudden sound. The phone in his breast pocket was ringing. Seeing his chance, Achi lunged forward in an attempt to wrest the gun away. Snatched up the beer bottle and swung it at the assassin, grabbed Hitomi and ran. I like the idea of doing the beer bottle thing.
You do what you think Achi would do.
No, I'm gonna for the beer bottle. Seeing his chance, Achi snatched up the beer bottle and swung it at the assassin. The man narrowly avoided being struck, but he staggered wildly off balance. Hitomi! Achi grabbed her by the hand and dashed out of the club. The two sprinted away through the side streets and alleys of Shibuya. Achi began to feel as if they were running some maddening maze. That gift's amazing, Azure. Before long, the two had made it almost as far as Aoyama. I think that's you.
Wait up.
Huh?
Achi, wait up.
Achi glanced back at Hitomi. My bad. Guess we've been running pretty hard. You tired? Hitomi shook her head.
No, it's just... I have to get to Dogenzaka.
Dogenzaka? What for? What could she possibly need to do there now?
That's what I was told when I handed over the attaché case.
The man leaned in to whisper to Hitomi as he reached out for the case.
Hey, let me whisper in your ear. Tell you I'm something I want to hear.
You're going to do exactly as I tell you. 2 things. He wore a cool, feigned smile as if this were some casual conversation. First, you're going to go to Dogenzaka and get in the blue van there. Hitomi nodded wordlessly. Second, you will not attempt to contact either the police or your family in the meantime. Oh, so that's why. Okay. This makes a lot more sense. His chilling tone brooked no argument. Just those 2 things, and we'll let your sister go. Hitomi nodded again. The man flashed her a big, bright grin. Okay, then. Give me the money. A blue van in Dogenzaka, huh? Achi muttered. So that's why you said the police were a no-go?
Yes, exactly.
Hitomi's voice betrayed her desperation. I wonder if your sister's in that van then. If she is, then we gotta hurry. The issue lay in how to get to Dogenzaka. They could probably avoid their pursuer if they kept to streets only the locals usually knew about. That meant staying off the more well-trafficked routes like Roppongi-dori or the stretch between Miyamasuzaka and the station. The side roads south of the station were their best bet. It was going to be a long detour. Alright, come on. Turning, Achi headed back the way they'd come. After a moment's confusion, Hitomi followed. Also, I love these shots. These are some cool photography shots. There was a note of worry in her voice. Hey, don't sweat it. I actually live in Dogenzaka. We're heading right back to my old neighborhood. Hitomi bowed her head.
Thank you so much.
Also, I love that little creature someone drew on the wall over there. Look at that little guy.
Yee.
I love it.
If it had long fingers, I think it was solid fingers and a half.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely can see that. Hey, it's no problem. I had to head home anyway. And she gave her a grin, and she cracked a tiny smile of her own. Oh shoot, it's the guys!
Yep.
Hey, you two, you got a minute? Achi looked around. A pair of men approached from across the street. There was something shady looking about them. Achi's protective instincts kicked in, and he stepped in front of Hitomi. If these guys meant trouble, he wanted to be ready. We just want to ask you something. The younger of the two men drew in closer, a sharp gleam in his eye. Achi braced himself. Ask is what? You know where the Nokane building is? The man held up a flyer. It was for some sort of health food sales demo. Come on, man. The Nokane building. You know where it is or not? Achi knew the name. Wasn't that one of the buildings on Center Guy? That was near Dogenzaga, the same direction he was going. Yeah, no harm in helping a couple of lost dudes. Yeah, we're going. I don't like the thought of these two following Hitomi and me. Well, bam. Girls just want to have fun. Achi pointed them in the opposite direction from Center Guy. Pretty sure it's that way, he said. Thanks, man. Sorry to bug you. The two men headed off towards the main road. Wow. Hachi and Hitomi hurried onward, following the sparsely trafficked side streets towards Dokensaka.
I don't think I even knew this part of Shibuya was here.
Hitomi said as she looked around. Yeah, a lot of people.
Shibuya said.
I don't know why I started saying that. Yeah.
You were probably reading like Shibuya was here, and then what?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, a lot of people don't. I used to mess around in this neighborhood when I was a kid. It looks pretty cool. Like all the side things. The area was a mishmash of...
You.
No, you. The area was a mishmash of rundown residences and office buildings. Almost nobody ever comes here unless they live or work in one of these streets. And check it out, over there, a rare first-hand glimpse of the Shibuya River. A minor river that runs from the Miyamasu Bridge to the Tengen Bridge, depicted in the 36 Views of Mount Fuji by Edo period ukiyo-e artist Hokusai. In Hokusai's time, fireflies were collected from the Shibuya River and presented to the shogun, lending credence to the idea that the river was indeed clean in the past. And in The World Ends With You, the Shibuya River leads to the composer's pad. AKA this giant room that actually does exist down there. That's kind of crazy to see.
Have you always lived in Shibuya, Achi?
Yep, born and raised. Achi bent down to pick up a piece of trash from the roadside. That's why I do this. It just pisses me off to see folks make a mess of this place. He picked up another piece of trash. I don't have a job, so I just pick up garbage every day. Man, what am I even doing? Like, cleaning up even matters right now. Itomi took a long, hard look at his face. What? What is it?
You're a strange one, actually.
That so? She was right, of course. It was sort of strange, collecting trash every day instead of getting a job. He had his reasons for it, but they weren't important right now. Right now, the important thing was getting Hitomi to Dogenzaga. Come on. A sudden angry shout broke the silence as they hurried along. Hey, hold it right there! Achi and Hitomi stopped, but the shout wasn't directed at them. Further up the road, a group of thuggish-looking men were having some kind of argument. Like, what is it about Achi and how he keeps on bumping into, like, every single altercation that happens in Shibuya?
You'll find out why, actually.
The man who was shouting had grabbed one of the others by the neck. Idiots. And you still got the gall to call yourselves SOS.
That's the Shibuya, a youth gang operating out of Shibuya, founded by Achi Endo. Its leader is Susumi Nishizawa.
Oh, snap. I mean, yeah, Suzumu, but... The other man standing around looked distinctly uncomfortable. Takes money to run an organization. No, I know, and since it's not like you're Achi or nothing, I thought you could maybe spare some help on that front, boss.
The top dog, the man in charge, the big kahuna, the head honcho. Here it refers to the leader of SOS, Suzumu. A change in leadership can really shake up an organization. The new boss's personality and position are a huge factor in whether the group continues to prosper. The fact that Suzumu is being asked to spare some help on the monetary front suggests that he still has things to learn about being in charge.
Hitomi looked at Achi when the stranger spoke his name. He smiled awkwardly, then turned back to the altercation. Shut your mouth! How dare you say Achi's name in my presence? Hey! What was that about me? As soon as they saw him, the other men went pale. Achi kept his tone casual as he strolled up to the group. Suzumu, you can't just give a... Oh my gosh, why can't I... I've lost his voice. Suzumu, you can't just give a guy a beatdown in broad daylight.
He usually punches and kicks.
Don't want to shock the upstanding people of our fair city. Achi. Suzumu glared. Can we drop the pleasantries? I replied with a hint of a sneer. You got it, Suzumu. And I'd like to point out we're not on a first name basis. With that, Suzumu turned and stalked away. His buddies followed suit, leaving Achi and Hitomi alone again. Did you know that? Oh, wait, no, that's you. Sorry.
God damn it, Anya. Did you know that guy?
Obviously, they both said each other's names and everything. His name's Suzumu Nishizawa. And yeah, I know him, or I thought I did. Used to be friends way back. Me and those guys were all part of the same crew, but I bailed a little while ago. Achi fell silent. To his great relief, Hitomi didn't pry further. Achi and Hitomi had gone a short distance further when he caught sight of a man picking something up alongside the train tracks. Huh, I wonder. Achi went over to him. Hey man, you picking up trash by any chance? What the... Huh? The man let out a panicked shout.
35 years old. Oh my god, I'm almost that age. Just opened up a knickknack shop in Shibuya. I actually know Shibuya like his own backyard, but this Yusuke guy is new enough that actually doesn't recognize him.
Sorry, you just kind of look like that's what you're doing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm picking up trash, of course. Guy seemed pretty unnerved. Like, I just got thinking, man, this place is filthy. Right on! Achi clasps the man's hand in his own. Someone else who gets it! They do? Totally!
Two Anyas. There's two Anyas in this game. And three Anyas in this game.
Amazing. Totally. I see all this trash all over the place and I just can't stand it. Oh, yeah, sure. The man breathed a sigh of relief. I can't stand it when someone throws something away when it can still be useful. I hear that. That's the spirit. And she pulled out the trash he had stuffed in his pocket. Here you go. Huh? Go ahead, have all of it. The man looked dumbfounded. Usually I go around picking the trash up around here, but I got a little thing I gotta do today. You got it from here, I'm counting on you.
How many trash?
What was that, Lulu?
Have all the trash bags.
Heck yeah. What? Actually, I'm kind of... Great, thanks! Achi beamed in approval, then rejoined Hitomi and headed down the street. The man let out a sigh. Fine. Slipping through a narrow back alley, they came out near the top of Dokensaka. Achi looked down the hill but didn't see a blue van anywhere. He and Hitomi started making their way down towards Shibuya Station. Hitomi muttered to herself.
I don't see parked around here.
Her face twisted up with worry. It was a lot harder to find street parking closer to the station. Hitomi, hold up. Achi had a sudden idea. He darted into a nearby soba restaurant, motioning for Hitomi to follow. Hey, he called out to the proprietress, a sharp-eyed middle-aged woman. You're looking as lovely as ever today, I see.
Oh, Archie. Are you done collecting trash for the day?
The lady took a look at Hitomi, her eyes lightening up.
Maki Yonida. When she was 19, she happened to stop by this place and was captivated by the chilled curry soba. By day's end, she had decided to make the restaurant her new home. Married the owner aged 22, and they managed the establishment together. Last year, her husband of 30 years passed away. Aww, it's sad. And now she safeguards the generations-old secret of chilled curry soba on her own. That just sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Is this your girlfriend?
Oh no, it's nothing like that. This music in the background.
Because I think she has the TV on or something, or the radio.
Yeah. The proprietress was undeterred.
Oh, she looks just like a model. She's a spitting image of me at that age. My. Actually's got himself a girlfriend.
I said it's not like that. The woman waved Hitomi over.
Now, you know, Archie's got a bit of a mouth on him, and he's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but he's a sweet boy.
I like that Achi is just, like, doing the man standing emoji. in the
Yeah.
background.
At least he's not doing the T-pose.
Yeah.
Um, okay.
Hitomi forced a polite smile to her face.
Don't try to deny, but don't you listen. Has he told you about Suzune? Suzune?
Hmm?
Hmm.
Man, please. Achi jumped in on the conversation. You gotta hear me out.
Whatever's the matter? I'm just trying to talk up your good points.
Have you seen a van parked around here?
A van? Let me think. Yes, to think of it, there was. A blue one.
Hitomi leaned forward.
Where is it now?
Hmm.
I'm not really sure. I do keep a close eye on things outside, after all.
Hitomi slumped.
I see. I know it doesn't look it, but I've been quite busy today. It sounded like someone's gonna be a millionaire.
Yeah.
The man who makes my doodles came by early to settle accounts, and we fought and fought over it. No head for finances, that one. That's his problem, honestly. On top of that, of course, my part-time master has to have the day off, honestly. This student at Mi Mitadoriyama Academy. A sweet young man who works as a part-time delivery driver for Dogan Hut and sends all his leftover money to his mother out in the country. Aww. Lately, however, he's gotten himself a girlfriend who's sending money back home less frequently. His noodle house job doesn't pay enough to both support his mom and cover his dating expenses, so he's scheming for a way to make it rich quick.
Achi frowned. Had she really seen a blue van, or was she just being chatty? Oh my god. Oh, both of these are awful. But this one's better. Older women who ran tobacco shops or noodle houses did seem to have a knack for spotting details. Achi decided to follow up some more. Was there anything unusual about this van?
Well, let me think.
The woman frowned, pausing a moment in thought.
Aha! That's right, now I remember. I think there was some foreigner sitting inside.
Achi and Hitomi exchanged glances.
Yes, I'm sure of it. The man who makes my noodles said he saw it too. Was there anything else? Hmm, not that I can remember.
Hitomi hung her head in frustration as they left the soba shop. Achi did his best to cheer her up. Hey, we might still find that car. Let's try waiting around here for a while.
Just waiting. What good will that do?
It's possible that they went looking for you when you didn't show. Maybe they'll come back, you know? He sat down on the edge of a planter outside the restaurant. Oh, that puffer fish.
I love shit like that, man.
Yeah.
I have a ton of stuff like that in Japan.
Yeah.
Oh shit! But but the criminals already have the money.
Even Achi understood the implications. Oh my god. Now that the crooks had the ransom, their hostage was nothing but a liability. Why take the risk of letting her go when they already had what they wanted? The situation was bad. Very bad. Still, just running around Shibuya willy-nilly was only going to tire and frustrate them. Achi wanted to make sure Hitomi had the chance for a little break. We don't have anywhere else to look, so let's just give it 10 minutes, okay? He said. Hitomi seemed unconvinced. All the photography in this is really good. She looked like she might just march off down Dogenzaga at any moment. I understand how you must feel, but you know what they say. Slow and steady, stay in place. Hitomi bursts out laughing. Huh? What's so funny?
Slow and steady wins the race.
For real?
Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Toby smiled and sat down beside him.
Alright. We can wait here for 10 minutes.
Cool, we've run enough races today already, right? Hitomi kept her eyes on the cars passing through Dogenzaga for a while, then she murmured softly to Achi.
Thank you so much for everything, really.
You can thank me after we find this van.
I'm sure if I'd been by myself, I'd have been too much of a panic to do anything.
What can I say? I try to keep my head up and face things as they come.
That's why my face is so white. You're quite the optimist, aren't you?
Achi grinned. He tried to recall what optimist meant. He was pretty sure it had something to do with doctors, or maybe glasses.
Oh, for fun.
Yeah.
He's so dumb.
Yeah. The shy, sweet look on Hitomi's face as she said it, though, made him figure it probably wasn't a bad thing, whatever it was. Cars drifted on by, one after the other, but they saw no sign of a blue van. After a while, even Achi began to grow impatient. This was starting to feel like a waste of time. And then... Hitomi, look! There it was. Oh, we're at the keep out.
Yep. But at least it wasn't a bad end.
Yeah. Oh, because we're about to hit the end of the hour.
Of this current hour.
Yeah. Okay. Oh wait, we can go back to Kano because we'll be okay now. Kano won't frickin' die.
Yep. Frickin' die. I guess we can choose the same choice because it will result in us not getting the drink, so...
Yeah. So I think I picked the right choice the first time then. But we'll see.
You did, I think. But obviously, because we got given the drink, we died.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's this one again.
Mm-hmm.
Blah 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 blah. Next up, Harajuku. Oh yeah, because now we don't have any of that whole scene happen anymore. So now it's just next up Harajuku. Huh? Kano almost cried out. The suspect was moving towards the exit door. Apparently, he was only taking the train one station down the line. To Harajuku. The train pulled into Harajuku Station and the man got off.
We already read about Harajuku.
We did?
Yeah, it wasn't the bright blue that would say that we haven't read it yet.
I see. But yeah. The detectives following him disembarked accordingly. The suspect walked along the platform and took a seat on an empty bench. Was he checking to see if he had a tail? Sticking around on the platform at a station where you just got off was... Huh?
Like he was in a mascot costume.
Sticking around on the platform at a station where you just got off was pretty unusual behavior. Not wanting to arouse a man's suspicion, the investigators from the MPD made their way down the stairs as inconspicuously as they could. Kano, however, had a sudden inspiration and went to speak to one of the station attendants. Sorry to bother you, but I think I left something on the train just now. He tried to keep an eye on the man on the bench as he fed his story to the attendant. The suspect sat silently on the bench, a attaché case clutched securely in his arms. He didn't really look like he was checking for a tail. Was he waiting here for someone else then?
Take us to Tokyo.
Before long, a train heading counterclockwise around the loop arrived. The man rose from the bench and stepped up to the boarding area. Wait, what the heck? If this guy got on the counterclockwise train, wouldn't that just take him right back to Shibuya Station? The man boarded the train. Kano had no choice but to follow suit. Was this guy playing them? The suspect got off again once the train reached Shibuya. All he done was go to Harajuku and come right back. Kano reported in to Kuze. The suspect has returned to Shibuya Station. Acknowledge! Keep tailing him! Kano felt himself growing...
Oh god, I forgot my voice.
Kano felt himself growing increasingly paranoid. This criminal organization didn't seem too keen on getting away. And here was HQ giving these guys free rein. Something was off, he was sure of that. As he tailed the mark, Kano took out his phone. What were Tatano's instincts about the case right now? If the senior detective had any advice, Kano would love to hear it. He dialed Tatano's number. The line rang a few times, but nobody picked up. Probably he was too busy seeing to Hitomi's safety. Kano felt bewildered. They'd been letting the suspect lead them around for over an hour now. During an abduction case, you generally didn't update the victim's family on any developments in case they tried to interfere. Kano could only imagine what the Osawa family was going through right now. After a short walk from Shibuya Station, the attaché case was handed off yet again. This time, the recipient was a tall, dark-skinned man. Again, the Shibuya-based task force split into two groups in order to tail both suspects. Kano stuck with the man who had the case. As the previous man had done, the new suspect wandered around Dogonzaga for a while. Repeatedly looping around and around the same locations was a really roundabout way to make a series of handoffs. Yeah, this is literally like the Thomas Crown affair. What the heck?
Yeah.
Excuse me, detective? I don't know who this is. Wait here. Kano turned around with a start. Oh, hey. I know you. It was Leland Palmer, the lecturer who'd been an eyewitness to the kidnapping. The man practically radiated concern. How is Maria doing? Is she all right? I'm very worried for her. His Japanese was more halting now. My heart is with her family. Kano gave a quick look around. It didn't appear that they were being watched. I honestly don't know.
Well, which one's the most logical? And go the opposite of that.
This is the most logical, I think. So this is probably the right one. Maybe Palmer knew more than he told the police earlier. If Kano talked to him now, he might get some additional clues. Actually, Leland, do you mind if I ask you a few more questions about the party where the kidnapping occurred? Leland squared his shoulders. No, please, ask anything. Do you know what time Maria showed up at the event? Leland hesitated, thinking. Probably around 6 o'clock. She was there when it started. Was there anyone else who stood out? Stood out? How? Like someone you usually wouldn't expect to see there. Leland tilted his head. No, I don't think so. Everyone there was a student from my class, including the exchange students. Not much new here, Kano thought. He decided to ask one last question. Did you happen to hear why Hitomi was running late in the first place? Oh, no. Sorry, I'm not very helpful, am I? Leland dipped his head in apology. It's alright, thank you for your cooperation. Please help Maria. I will. Kano parted ways with Leland and went back to tailing his suspect. Oh, hi, Rolf. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I love ya. Hello. I hope you're feeling better, Rolf. He pulled his phone from his pocket. It was Rumi again. It was weird that she'd called twice when she knew he was in the middle of something important. Had something happened while she was waiting at the cafe with Shizuo? Kano picked up hurriedly. What's the matter? What's the matter? Or wait, do you want to do it, Lulu?
Matter is. I didn't lost.
I see. Rather than Rumi's soft soprano, it was a threatening masculine voice that came over the phone. Uh-oh. Kano felt his whole body...
Oh, yeah, that's the dad.
Yeah, Kano felt his whole body stiffen with dread. Is this my father-in-law speaking?
I don't remember being anyone's father-in-law.
The speaker's tone was firm and flat. No, I know, I just, kind of found himself at a loss for words.
So you're dating my daughter, huh?
Sir, yes, sir. Kano barely squeaked out his reply.
If I'm getting married?
Yes, sir. And speaking of which, I'd love the chance to sit down and have a nice long...
And how long are you gonna keep me waiting? Hang up and get your ass over here.
Oh, how very much Kano wish she could do exactly that. Sir, I would, but...
Get it?
The words came in an angry huff.
You can't have her. Goodbye.
What? Sir, please wait. This Kano cried in desperation. He heard Rumi's voice on the other end of the line.
And you can't use my phone like that. You were taking too long in the bathroom. Give it back.
Kaise! Rumi? Kano tried and failed to keep the heartbreak out of his voice.
Please, what's wrong?
Your father just said he doesn't want us getting married.
What? Dad? Ato-san? What did you say to my boyfriend? Yes, you. Calling that boy little pet names and whatnot. I won't have it. I think you're a little too attached. Daddy, you haven't even fed him. As well, I told you to have a good city. How long is he gonna make me wait?
Kind of listened as the two argued on the other end of the phone. The phone must be lying somewhere between them. Could this get any more awkward? Rumi, I'm sorry, Kano shouted apologetically into the mouthpiece. This is all my fault. Please, you don't have to fight like this. The phone clattered as Rumi scrambled to bring it to her cheek.
No, I'm the one who's sorry.
Sorry for what? Oh wait, no, that was...
Sorry for what?
It was Shizuo again, grumbling in the background.
You have nothing to apologize for. I'll deal with my father. You just focus on work, sweetie. I know you're in the middle of something very important.
Thanks, Rumi. Kinda was legitimately touched. I'll do my best. Kano hung up and went back to the task at hand, more determined than ever. For Rumi's sake, not to mention the victims, he needed to focus on cracking this case. The man he was tailing was walking several meters ahead. There was no telling when Kuze might give the arrest order. Kano braced himself to spring into action the very instant the order came down. Mobile command to all units! Once more, the director's voice came in over the wireless. Was it time to make the arrest at last? We've identified the man who first picked up the attaché case by the statue of Hachiko. No arrest yet then, but still a crucial development. I still can't get over how this guy looks. His name is Tariq Al-Kalaran. He's got priors for larceny, illegal possession of narcotics, you name it. He belongs to a foreign criminal syndicate that's operating in Shibuya. Kind of felt his apprehension rising. If this syndicate was behind the kidnapping, they were anything but amateurs. And though they might be leading the police on a wild goose chase, they certainly weren't playing around. Oh snap, we got to the end for Kano. We did it. Nice. We're done with Kano. We've successfully completed his whole arc for this chapter.
Heck yeah.
Oh my gosh, Rolf. Heck yeah.
Yeah, basically, he does look like that.
I don't remember what this was. Well, I do know that this is all good. Like, now we can continue with Tama at least, so I guess I'll continue with that. Blah, 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 blah. Wah, wah. Oh my gosh, this whole protein juice thing.
Yep.
Yep, I suck and I suck and I suck. Bum 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 bum.
Ba-ba-ba-bum.
Wait. Door flies open suddenly and a loud voice belts out, "Hold it right there!" There he is. I whirl around in panic to see an odd-looking man standing in the doorway. It's Junichi Yanagishita. He's the guy who hired us.
Yeah, that was the boss that you gave the weird voice to.
Yeah. I heard of that, Cheery! Don't you go call my product junk, that's disrespectful! Cheery gave him an apologetic look. Whoops, sorry about that. You should be. But whatever. If you really have doubts, have a try for yourself.
Do not do the drink. Do not. Do not do the do.
Remember, you're doing the narration for Tama's story.
Oh yeah. Mr. Yanagishita pulls a bottle of burning hammer from his coat pocket.
Sister products include Dell's Sweats, Cellulose, Better Sweater, Dom Pepperon, Power Burn Z, Mr. Thin, Nega Chow, Super Nega Chow.
I believe Anya would curse on stream. At first glance, it looks like some kind of energy supplement, but the people label gives an immediate impression of sketchiness.
Go on! Give it a go!
Here he reaches out to take it. But no sooner does she bottle than Mr. Yanagishita shouts out once more.
Wait! Hold on! What? What gives? You two. You're both good, stomach-wise. Stomach-wise? Yeah, drinking this stuff on an empty stomach could cause some pretty nasty problems, so just make sure you eat or drink something beforehand, doesn't matter what, really. Wait, nasty problems? Yeah. Such as... Oh, wait, that's you?
Such as what? I asked.
I'd rather not say. Nobody would buy it otherwise.
And you're not wrong. Seriously.
It's all good. I just had lunch.
She flashes a carefree smile.
Well, Oh, wait. I don't know.
Well, I haven't eaten yet. On the other hand, I've been guzzling as much iced tea as I can to fill myself up. That's not the same thing. It's probably safe for me to try stuff. No, it's not.
Yeah.
You're gonna make her drink it or not?
I'm not having her drink it.
No, I better not drink the stuff. It's not even particularly appetizing. Cheery twists off the cap.
Bottoms up!
She declares and proceeds to noisily gulp her bottle down. It doesn't seem like she minds it. Maybe it's actually pretty tasty after all.
Huh? Aren't you gonna have some too? Oh wait. Are you gonna have some too?
But, Anya, this is why I tell you to continue the line. Because we don't know who's talking.
Well, I do sometimes, and it skips us to the next thing, because I never know when we're at the end of a thing.
Mr. Yanagishita flashes me a look. I guess I might as well try a little bit.
I stick the bottle of
I stick the bottle of burning hammer into my mascot head mouth. It has an unexpected smell, like curry. It's not good.
Yeah.
Getting my lips around the mouth of the bottle, I gulp down the liquid inside. Huh? It doesn't taste like anything. A handful of seconds go by. What the heck? It feels like a firecracker just exploded inside my mouth. Now it's spicy. Way too spicy. It's like I just swallowed a chili pepper coated in curry powder. Ugh.
Yeah.
Before I know it, I'm sweating bullets.
Well, you sweating?
Yanagishita asks.
Like a whole lot you are, aren't you?
Why does he sound so happy about that? Because he's insane.
Yeah, that right there is the magic of burning hammer at work.
Cheery and I are at a loss for words.
Burning hammer, drink all you want and just burn those pounds away. How's that sound? Good, huh? This is just so stupid spicy, it makes you sweat.
Going to the point, I approve.
Yeah, well, I guess you're right.
Yanagishita says. He hangs his head. What is in this stuff, I ask? I could still feel my tongue tingling. Heck, my body is almost too numb to move. I'm so shocked I even forgot to get properly angry.
So it's this health food product that got imported from America a few years back, but the import agency went out of business not long after and couldn't move the merch, so I bought up the whole lot, everything they had in their storehouse, spent all the money I had on it.
Eerie arches his eyebrow. Well, that's probably why it's awful, because one, you got it from America, and two, you bought their entire stock. So
Yeah.
it means that nobody wanted it.
Yeah. How much did it cost you?
Also, it looks like he has bunny ears right now.
It does, it really does. 1 million yen for 300 bottles. I could scarcely believe my ears. 300
I
bottles.
can scarcely believe my ears. 300 bottles at 1 million yen for the lot. That's roughly 3,333 yen a piece, which is $33.33.
Yep.
Each one of these teensy little bottles costs over 3,000 yen.
You got ripped off, man. You really
Cheery
think so?
says.
Huh, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, no shit, bro.
This is the sort of thing they'd sell in 100 yen shops or something.
Ouch, Cheery, moving in for the kill.
100 yen shops, really?
Mr. Yanagishita lets out the heaviest of sighs. I'm starting to feel pretty bad for the guy, actually. Don't let it get you down, sir, I say, hoping to comfort him. But Mr. Yanagishita just lets out a soap-choked sigh.
A deep breath,
A deep breath.
emphatically
Oh, wait,
exhaled.
yes.
Emphatically exhaled, often a sign of disappointment, stress, or unrequited love. Also a way of expressing the anxiety brought on by massive death. One has no money to give, only sighs. Right around now, Minoru Minorikawa is in the company of someone inclined to sigh this way.
And how his child helped him kill himself.
Yeah.
Still awful. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Yeah, Rolf. That would be a pretty interesting way of losing weight.
I would eat spicy food all the time.
Yeah,
I
same.
try again. It'll be okay. Whether or not it helps you lose weight, it is spicy and it does make you sweat. Exactly.
I'm not sure I follow. How much you selling these bottles for, boss? 15,000 yen per bottle. Selling all 300 bottles would yield proceeds of 4.5 million yen. After deducting expenses such as the cost of the product, rental fee for the venue, pay for the part-timers, and printing flyers, this yields a net profit of roughly 2.5 million yen. It's doubtful that anyone would pay 15,000 yen for a single small bottle, but you never know. There could be a few housewives or young women out there who'd fork out that much in the name of weight loss. A terrifying thought.
Yep.
What?
Chewy's jaw practically hits the floor. Mine does the same. As much as my jaw can in this mascot suit.
Yep.
No way. Nuh-uh. No freaking way. Calling that price point absurd wouldn't begin to do it justice.
Well, look, selling it at that price is my only option. I need to cover my costs. Anyway, please, I need you both to work your hardest.
Apparently he's committed to this insane course of action.
Okay.
Cheery replies. It's more like a sigh than a proper response, but I can't blame her. As for me, I can't even find the words. I'm so flabbergasted. Just sit there and don't speak up. Isn't this just a scam, sir?
I don't know. I have no idea.
This just makes me think pirate music.
Yeah, it is very piratey. I mean, I feel like this isn't really gonna do anything for us to point this out. We all already know this.
Just waiting and sitting here dancing.
Just what?
I'm just sitting here waiting and dancing.
Nice.
I'm gonna tell you what to do. I already know what happens.
Yeah.
I can't even find the words. I'm so flabbergasted. Apart from this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Hey, I tried to murmur.
Sorry, what was your name
It's
again?
you. Oh, right, I'm Tama.
Why are you still wearing your costume?
I stumbled my way through an explanation. 5 minutes later,
Yeah. Wow. So then, are you going to do the sales demo like that?
well, if I can't take the mascot costume off, I don't have much of a choice, do I? Yeah.
No, no, that won't do at all. I hired you to be a model. If you're wearing that thing, then what's the point?
I'm at a loss for words. The point is exactly what he's missing. It's not like I'm wearing this getup because I want to.
How about we just cut it off of ya?
Cheery says with a big grin. She pulls out a massive pair of scissors out of her bag. The blades make an unsettling snip snip sound as she waggles them in my face.
Whoa, no, you can't do that. That suit's a rental. I don't want to have to reimburse them for that thing.
Well, what am I supposed to do? He looks at me uncertainly.
Maybe you could have someone from the rental place come down?
Cheery suggests before helping herself to the rest of my lunch. God damn it, Cheery.
Yep. Oh, hey, good idea.
Snip, snip, I'm coming for that dick. He seems to be making effort to calm himself down at least.
Just try and grin and bear it until then, Tama.
Well, I guess that's that then. I'm sure we'll get it off eventually, I say. Hopefully before the demo.
That's the spirit. I really need you to be my model.
A model, huh? It's flattering, but I can't help but wonder, would I be any good at that? Well, this is no time to be timid. I need that money, no matter what. My troubles all started earlier this morning. I was at a knick-knack shop and sent a guy. I'd happened to pass by and I spotted a red necklace on display in the storefront. I got this weird sensation when I saw it. You could call it deja vu, something like that. It was as if I'd been drawn to it somehow. $400 for that. This was mine. I was sure of it. I like the American star in the background.
Yep, that's great.
I wanted it. I needed. No, I needed to make it mine. As soon as I possibly could.
My precious.
My precious. That's how strong the feeling was. The price was 40,000 yen. I checked my wallet repeatedly, but I only had 20,000 on me. Still more than I'd have physically on me, but
Yep.
I had more in the bank though. Nonetheless, I needed to have it. There was only just one question. How? Somehow I managed to drag myself away from the shop. Just a few minutes later, I ran into Mr. Yanagishita.
Hey, if you want, I can pay you 10,000 for a day's work.
I found myself staring at this frumpy, middle-aged man who was handing me his business card. Managing Director Junichi Yanagishita, Yamato Health Foods Co. Limited.
I'm in a royal bind here. Need some extra help. Would you mind coming with me? I'm begging you, just one day.
He seemed pretty sketchy. As much as I needed money for that necklace, I wasn't going anywhere with some random weirdo. I ignored him and just tried to just walk off.
Please, please.
Yanagashita grabbed me by the hand. Watch it, pal! I snapped. Hands off, or I'll start shouting for help.
Please, it's not like that. Just hear me out.
Look, I'm in a hurry.
Please, please.
Knock it off! I spun forcefully away from him, yanking my hand from his grip.
Oof.
Yanagashita rolled through the air and fell into the bushes.
Whoa. Where'd that come from?
His eyes were wide as saucers.
You're a martial artist or something?
No. I thought it was just a fluke. Truth was, I was surprised myself at how well I'd pulled off that escape move.
Okay then. Look, I'm sorry. Can you give me a hand?
No way.
No, I mean, give me your hand. My hip's killing me here. Ow. Ow, 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 ow.
I guess. The least I could do is help the guy get to his feet. Look, why are you hounding me so much?
Please don't be angry. The moment I saw you, I just felt it. You're the only person who could possibly do this job for me.
I let out a sigh, but my interest was admittedly piqued. And this is how you get hostess clubs.
Yep.
How you get barkers coming into the street and just being like, hey, girlie, do you want a job thing where you can make 10,000 a day?
Yep.
What kind of job?
I need a sales rep for a health supplement. I want you to do PR as a dieting success story for my product. Just look at you. You have the body of an actress. Sales are gonna go through the roof.
Well, it was hard to feel too offended when he told me that. The job didn't seem as fishy as I'd initially suspected. Alright, maybe I'm interested, I said. There's just one thing.
Yeah, whatever it is, I'm sure I can handle it.
I need 20,000 yen as soon as possible. So, if the day only pays 10,000...
Oh, wait. All right, then. If you can sell 100 bottles at our sales event, I'll throw in another 10,000 as a bonus. How's that sound?
I certainly couldn't think of any other way I was going to earn 20,000 yen a single day. This might be exactly the break I needed. You've got a deal. You have my services for the day, I said, bowing my head. Yatta!
Yes!
Yanagishita jumped for joy. What about you, Pip?
Huh? Oh yeah, it's better now. All better. Fixed itself just now.
Yanagishita bowed deeply as I gave him a dubious look.
Look, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to pull a fast one on you, honest. I was just scouting for talent and I saw you and, well...
Was trusting this guy really the best idea? Probably not.
Yep.
I was starting to worry, just a little, about whether he'd actually pay up.
Look, I've staked everything on the sales demo later today. This is the make or break opportunity of a lifetime.
Sure.
I'll be honest with you. I'm in a ton of debt. 2 million yen. 2 million.
Yadagishita's tone had taken on a feverish intensity.
If I don't pay it back by the end of the day, then boy howdy am I up the creek without a paddle.
How did you even get into a situation like that? I asked. He gazed skyward, a far look in his eyes.
Because even if he knows he has no chance of winning, sometimes a man just has to stand and fight. But I guess a girl like you wouldn't understand. What the frick?
He laughed and smiled at his own words. He was right. I sure as heck didn't understand in the slightest.
Anyway, real quick. Could you put this on?
Mr. Yanagishita briskly rummaged through his bindle, then thrust the cat costume out towards me. What, here?
Yeah, before the sales event, you gotta hand out some samples. The burning hammer in the sample bottles is cut 10 parts to 1 with water. Even so, it is intensely spicy, and drinking it on an empty stomach is sure to cause gastrointestinal distress, or even make the drinker black out. It's hard to believe that a sample of something so dangerous would win over any customers, but you never know. There could be housewives or young women out there who'd accept such a risk in the name of weight loss. Another terrifying thought. The job's already started, you know.
And with that, Mr. Yadagishita went about getting me into the mascot suit. Mascot suit.
Yep.
The mascot suit. Looking back on it, it was a pretty ridiculous turn of events. Still, if I'm going to get my hands on that necklace, I have to take the chance that this job will pay out. There's a knock at the door.
Huh? Who could that be?
Huh? Oh,
We got a customer
Mr.
already?
Yamagashita asks. He opens the door and heads outside.
No way is that a customer. I mean, right?
She guzzles from her 2-liter bottle of iced tea. God damn.
No one's gonna buy something as sketchy as this.
I guess not, I agree. About the only thing I can really say about Burning Hammer is that it's really spicy.
Anyhow, wanna get something to eat?
But you just ate lunch. 2 lunches.
I know this amazing Chinese buffet. Wanna come along? Because I'm gonna dominate.
Huh?
Someday I plan to chow my way through every item on their menu.
Before I can respond, I hear a sudden outburst in the hallway. Is this gonna be the Yakuza? Oh.
No, because that already happened earlier. Unless they came later.
Yeah, true.
What
the hell are you thinking, something like this?
The voice sounds harsh and strained.
The voice sounds harsh and strange.
Oh, sorry.
It's quickly followed by another voice, Mr. Yanagishita, sounding desperately apologetic.
Well, be fair now. I did ask whether or not you were on an empty stomach.
You must have given someone some burning hammer, huh? I say. Sure, not.
Yeah, maybe. But that's weird. Did we really get a customer this early?
Yeah, isn't the sales demo not until 1 o'clock? There are more sounds from the hallway. Chibi gets a weird look on her face.
Whoa, what? What the heck? What's going on? Oh snap!
It's him! Shinny!
Suddenly a man kicks.
Jimmy!
Yeah. Suddenly
Suddenly a man kicks on the door, bursts in, shrieking like a madman. Face flushed, steam was erupting from every pore. Cheery and I can only stare, frozen with bewilderment as the man reaches around the room, smashing everything in sight. Bad end.
Yeah.
In a matter of moments, the venue is completely totaled, and the guy suddenly charges back out the door. No chance of pulling a sales demo now. Why did this have to happen? Who was that guy? Why did he have to do this? Yeah, Mamoru, you asshole.
Yeah. There wasn't much Tama and Shiri could do to stop this strange intruder from destroying the sales event, but why did he show up in the first place, especially at this hour? The man in question who has a clear choice to make at 11:30, and poor Tama's fate hinges on what he decides.
Not to it.
Oh, there's a jump here. Wait. Is this not jumping over?
I'm assuming that the jumping point was in one of the hints. Or it's this. I
It's
can't just sit there and not speak up. Isn't this just a scam, sir?
Sorry, can't hear you.
Yanakishita plays dumb. Fine, I repeat myself. This is a scam, isn't it? He tilts his head to one side.
Something's wrong with my ear.
Undeterred, I repeat myself once more. This is a scam, isn't it? Tears are welling up inside of Mr. Yanakishita's eyes.
Look, kid, listen up.
He's clearly struggling to maintain his calm.
You're in the grown-ups world now.
I nod a few times. But a scam is still a scam, right? I say.
You!
Sir?
What's your name again?
Oh, it's Tama. Okay, we've come to a bit that we've already seen.
Maybe it's just not available yet?
Mm. But would say in the hint, I guess. See?
Oh,
No,
okay. How do I...
Minorikawa was there.
There we go. I forgot about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
Wee!
that's why I said it. Probably one of the hints you were given. I don't know which one this is.
Toyama let out a long, heavy sigh of resignation. The scratch card. It's just, oh my gosh, I need to. It's the scratch cards that were in 4-star general gossip.
A type of lottery card featuring areas printed with a special silver ink. These silver inked areas can be scratched off with just a fingertip or a coin. I prefer the coin because it feels so icky when it gets stuck under your fingertips.
Yeah.
To reveal potential winnings, providing a quick bead lotto fix. In order to prevent symbols or letters underneath the silver from showing through, the back of the card is printed in black. Yep. Somehow you always seem to lose when you get your hopes up, or manage to win when you least expect it.
Yep. That's where the problem is. I don't remember.
And what's the problem?
Oh, yeah. If you shine a light on the cards from behind, you can see where the winning symbols are.
Wow.
I messed things up dealing with the printing company. All of this. It's my fault, my responsibility. He proceeded to explain the situation in detail. Word was quick to leak out on the internet that there was a way to find the winning symbols, and suddenly thousands of cards holders turned up in mass to collect. And publishing was hit with a massive financial liability, and the employees rushed to flee his sinking ship. Before Toyama realized it, he was the only one left at the company, and he was up against the deadline for next month's 4-star general gossip. If I have to drop next month's issue, I'll be stuck in debt even deeper. And if that happens, I'm finished. Toyama gave a dismal groan.
So don't drop the issue.
Minorikawa snapped. He pounded his fist right into the side of a cardboard box, but Toyama just shook his head weakly. I've been up for 3 days straight trying to fill the pages. It's not enough. I can't do the impossible. He dropped his gaze to the floor. Countless scratch cards lay scattered about. They'd probably been amidst the pile that had fallen off the desk earlier. Each card showed a neat row of 5 win symbols.
You can't know if it's impossible if you don't see it through.
Got a Shonen Jump timeline somehow, exactly.
Yep.
I'll never make it in time. The proof needs to be done by 8 o'clock this evening.
The final stage before printing, when the copy of manuscript is checked for errors. Not sending corrected proofs to the printer for the deadline can result in book or magazine question not making it onto the shelves in time for release day. Yup.
Well then, Minorikawa thought to himself. He let out a sigh and then held his hand out for Hana.
Hana, would you mind giving me that hose?
Hana gave her father a quick look, then handed the rubber hose to Minorikawa.
This won't be necessary.
He tossed the rubber hose into the trash and jabbed his finger at Toyama.
Show me the layout of the draft proposal for next week's issue.
Toyama blinked a few times in disbelief. Huh? You can't possibly be serious.
I'm trying to help. Now show me the layout of the proposal before I change my mind.
After a brief, incredulous pause, Toyama hurried off to grab the paperwork. A layout in publishing speak is an outline of a magazine showing which articles will occupy which pages. Minorikawa gave it a quick once-over, finding that 12 of the pages were still blank and untouched. He wanted to punch whatever writers had been assigned those pages. See what I mean? It's hopeless. He sounded perversely proud of his failure. Getting enough material to fill 12 pages by 8 o'clock. Yeah, it was definitely of tall order, all right.
It's who? Remember who taught you, yeah?
You seriously think you can do it?
You're joking, right? Herbert the Frog here. I seriously know I can do it. There's nothing in this world that I hate more than a bad joke.
Why are you doing this for me? Toyama was getting misty-eyed.
I'm not doing it for you, you spineless whip. I'm doing this for poor little Hannah. You're making help her. She's gonna go. You're lucky and she's too young to go to prison. Because otherwise she'd be indicted for murder, you dumb shit.
Yep. Yep.
Never mind the fact that you believe in her alone and traumatized. You piece of shit.
Yep, he's so right for this. Minorikawa, I'm so sorry. Toyama bowed his head so deeply, Minorikawa thought he might put his face through the floor. Just filled him with ChatGPT, heck yeah.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to your daughter.
Oh, forgive me. Please forgive me, Hana. Toyama clutched her tightly in his arms. The girl hugged him back, on the verge of tears.
Hey, enough of the waterworks. Man. Don't you want
Minorikawa picked up the draft proposal for the pages that needed filing. The words Shibuya Scuttlebutt Special were plastered across the cover sheet in big, bold type. Okay, so a 12-page special edition block on Shibuya, fair enough. And first on the docket... Drink yourself thin with burning hammer. This reeked of a scam. The only way drinking more of something would make you lose weight would be if it were mixed with a laxative, probably. So there wasn't enough time to tweak the layout plan now. According to the proposal write-up, a product demo was scheduled for 1 p.m. that day. The location printed on the map was blurry and hard to make out, but Minorikawa had a rough idea of where it was. It looked like he didn't have much of a choice but to swing by in the hopes of getting more material. He scanned further into the proposal. Society of Surveillance. Hidden cameras installed throughout Shibuya. The rise and fall of Shibuya's vigilante squad. Where are they now? Washed up screenwriter showcase. Sexy Square. Twins share top prize at local university beauty contest. Shibuya now. Black market organ trafficking in Shibuya. Shadowy foreign crime syndicate exposed. That seems pretty on point with some of the stuff going on. Those 7 pieces were to fill the 12 empty pages. That was the plan at any rate, but there wasn't enough material there to make any headway. The Shibuya Now article didn't even have any proposed content. This sucked hardcore. It didn't look like there was much material for the rise and fall of Shibuya's vigilante squad either. The note suggested that a few years prior, a group of youngsters in Shibuya had banded together to help fight crime in their neighborhoods. At this point, however, things had flipped around completely and they'd become a gang of street punks themselves. A turn to the dark side. It had the makings for an interesting article, to be sure, but tracking down this gang would take time. Minorikawa was personally intrigued by the one about organ harvesting in Shibuya. The rumor was that organs were being smuggled out of Southeast Asia and fenced locally at a tremendous price. There was even a plan to ascertain the authenticity of these claims. Fascinating. If Minorikawa was going to be spending all day gathering other material, though, he didn't have much time to spare for it. Shibuya Now, the rise and fall of Shibuya's vigilante square, black market organ trafficking. Minoru decided that one of those three would have to go. He thought about it long and hard as he stared at the draft proposal. There was a good chance he'd really screw himself over if he picked the wrong one. Finally, he decided to cut. I mean, Shibuya Now was the one that had, like, nothing for it. Whereas the other two things are, like, connected to the plot of the story. Like, this is Achi's area. And this is Kano's area. And Shibuya Now literally had nothing in it. Like, I feel like it's obvious to cut that one since there's, like, nothing for it. But then again, like, both of these will require a lot more work than being able to complete it before 8 p.m. I just don't know. I don't know. He decided to cut Shibuya Now. He didn't have the time to make up an article out of whole cloth. His goal was just to make sure that 4-star general gossip made it to the press at all. Society of Surveillance, Where Are They Now, Sexy Squared. Those three pieces had individuals slated for interviews, but no appointments had been made with any of them. Unscheduled interviews were a dicey prospect. Minorikawa decided to call them up on his cell as he made his way down the list. The only one he managed to get a hold of was Shinosuke Oarai from the Where Are They Now piece.
Former broadcast writer, has appeared in various popular variety shows and commercial networks on TV. He currently heads up a small theatre group known as the Wandering Angels, operating out of Shibuya. Later today, the troupe is putting on a performance at Theatre Ace in Sakuragacho.
He said he'd be willing to give a 15-minute interview after 2:30. Minorikawa sighed. He'd just have to get material from the others in a more impromptu fashion then. Putting his nose to the grindstone, he started throwing together a schedule for the day. Was it possible to get all that material and write it all up and still finish the whole thing by 8 o'clock? No. No. The answer is no.
Anya News, trust us.
Yeah, I know. Like, just for one good article, you need, like, a week to write up a really good piece. So
that's why screen working a certain place sucks ass.
Yeah, or why working at most journalism places now really sucks ass, because you definitely need more time than they ever give you at any of these places.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how he tweaked it, none of his simulations ended with him having a proof ready on time. He just needed one more thing, and that was another writer. Norikawa zoomed through his contacts list, calling up all the freelancers he knew. The results were depressing. Answering machines, overseas on business, in the hospital, currently doing time. Before long, he called everyone he could think of except for one, novice freelancer Chiaki Iso. Chiaki was a bit of an odd duck, a reporter who was scared of talking to people. Norikawa had never known anyone who became so hopelessly flustered in a one-on-one setting.
Such a rattled state as to be unable to speak, Chiaki's tendency to become flustered is famous among her freelance writer colleagues. Once she conducted an hour-long interview during which she only managed to ask her interview subject's name. Yet another chapter in the legend of the hopelessly flustered Chiaki.
Yeah, that seems like a weird thing to get into if you can't do interviews. If she couldn't talk to people, she certainly couldn't do interviews. And if she couldn't get any real interview content, she wouldn't be able to write much in the way of a copy. Yeah, but if she's a good writer, then, like, he can do the legwork and she can do the writing, and then it might be possible.
Yeah.
It would be not great, but it could be possible. Would she come to his aid if he asked? Quite possibly. The issue was whether she would hinder more than help. I have no idea.
What would you do on a very precarious deadline?
Yeah, I would probably just be like, you can't beggars can't be choosers. Like, we can't spend all this time contacting tons of people. We're wasting time. Minorikawa decided to call up Chiaki. The phone rang several times before a sleepy voice finally answered. Whoa.
Lulu?
Chucky, hi, it's Pinocchio. Are you free today?
What?
She seemed thrown by the abrupt question.
Did you just wake up?
No, no, I mean, well, yeah, good morning, or hi, Gummises.
Her voice still sounded half asleep.
So then I'm guessing you don't have any work slate for today, as usual.
Pretty much, no work, no money, no food, nothing to do except sleep. In another week, I can't dwell on how hungry I am. That's
Oh
the news.
no. She didn't sound well, almost like she literally didn't have anything to eat.
Nothing wrong for you. 4-star general gossip. Get over here ASAP.
What? You really mean it?
That seemed to finally wake her up.
Yeah, but hurry.
Minorikawa decided he'd assign Chiaki to the rise and fall of Shibuya's vigilante squad.
First, I want you to take a look around Shibuya for this group of vigilante types.
But by vigilantes, you mean people who have volunteered to help prevent crime?
There was a note of relief in Chiaki's voice.
Yeah, that's right. Except apparently now they've turned into a nasty street gang.
Did you say street gang? Nuh-uh. No way. Absolutely not.
Minorikawa could almost see her shaking her head on the other end of the line.
What if I get killed or sold into slavery overseas or something?
He doubted there was much chance of the latter or the former for that matter, but still, he understood her concern.
Alright, I hear you. Then how about you go hang around Shibuya Station and do some street interviews for me?
Street interviews?
There was a nervous waver in Chiaki's voice now.
Yeah, just talk to normal, regular people walking around outside the train station. That should be fine, yeah?
But,
But, you know, street interviews aren't really my,
apparently it was beyond her capacity to give him a simple no.
no buts. Just interview at least 10 people and get me an article by 6 o'clock.
Minorikawa had originally planned to axe the Shibuya Now piece because it didn't have any content, but getting some quotes from people on the street would at least make for useful filler. That gave him a sudden idea. He'd take on the vigilante story himself and have Chiaki handle Shibuya Now. That was plenty of work to keep two people occupied throughout the day. The more time-consuming organ market story would have to be cut. So maybe doing the vigilante like that was the one that should have been cut. After explaining what kind of interviews he was after, Minorikawa hung up.
I've got us another rider. We'll get through, Toyama, somehow.
Toyama shrugged gloomily. Yeah, well, the thing is, there's actually one more problem.
Are you kidding me?
Minorikawa couldn't hide the irritation in his voice.
What is it now?
The loan company is sending a debt collector over at 4 o'clock, but as you can imagine, I don't have a single yen to give them.
That's less than ideal, yeah. So, what's the plan?
Well, they've said provisionally that if next month's issue gets published, they'll be willing to wait on repayment.
And there's no problem. The issue's coming out, guaranteed.
But they're not going to take my word on that anymore. I'm going to need to prove it. If we could fill, say, half of the 12 pages by the time they show up, I could probably convince them.
Alright. So for starters, we need 6 pages by 4 o'clock.
They had to get all 12 pages done as it was. That made a perfect midpoint to shoot for.
Any other problems you'd like me to know about?
No, that's all. I really am sorry about this, Minorikawa. Again, he bowed his head low. Minorikawa felt distinctly awkward. He had known Toyama for years and had never been kowtowed to like this before.
Oh, well, just let me handle it, alright?
Minorikawa unfolded a map of Shibuya. The first order of business was deciding where to begin getting content. He marked the editing office with a circle, then considered where to head next. Diet drink sales demo. Where are they now? Society of Surveillance. Sexy Squared.
She associates with Midoriyama High School. Notable alumni include famous actress Masumi Nagahama and National High School baseball championship winning pitcher The Tissue Prince. Its educational philosophy is summed up in its slogan: words, skills, and beauty. A very high percentage of winners of the Miss Midoriyama contest go on to careers in the entertainment industry.
The diet drink sales demo was at 1 o'clock, and the interview with Shinosuke Orai for Where Are They Now was slated for 2:30, so those times were set. The question was what to do in the interim. Yeah, this one, because we already saw what happens if we do this. It was a bit of a hike, but maybe you should go to Dogonzaga and check out Endo Electronics. Yeah, that should give him what he needed to put together the Society of Surveillance piece. Ooh, big sleep.
Okay, I'm heading out. And don't even think about doing anything else stupid while I'm gone. And don't you help me, Hannah. Got it?
Norikawa hustled out of the editing office, hoping Toyama would take his admonition to heart. Exiting the building, he hopped into the taxi that was waiting outside.
Fix ring. Can you get me to Dogonzaga ASAP?
Oh yeah, son of a bitch. Minorikawa bristled.
I beg your pardon.
That son of a bitch you wanted to give a piece of your mind, sir. Was he waiting for you like you expected?
Oh, yeah. And I done well to give him a piece of my mind, too.
Heh, glad to hear it, sir. The taxi sped off.
I like him.
Yeah, me too. Minorikawa pulled out the proposal and looked it over again. The idea for the surveillance story revolved around the claim that hidden cameras have been installed throughout Shibuya's shopping districts, upwards of 500 of them. Supposedly, these had eliminated lots of blind spots, and the crime rate in the area had dropped significantly. The cameras were managed by Daisuke Endo, the owner of Endo Electronics and chairman of the local downtown committee. That was Midorikawa's first mission then. He needed to get this guy's story. Scanning the side of the road, Minorikawa finally spotted a rundown electronics shop. The sign out front, which looked like it might fall off at any moment, read Endo Electronics.
Oh, shit.
Oh no, what happened?
I kicked something.
I see.
Right, here's fine.
The taxi stopped and Minora called a 10,000 yen bill from his wallet.
Out of the train.
What?
Look, don't sweat it. The name's Minakara. I'm a freelance writer. I care about two things. What's real and what's true. Is there a whiff to what you've done to me, buddy? That there's a token of appreciation. Not much, but please take it.
Minorikawa slid out of the taxi and headed for the electronics store. Inside, Endo Electronics looked more like a mountain of hoarded junk than an actual business. Towering piles of ancient appliances stretched towards the ceiling. Old television sets with dial knobs leaned against computers with 5-inch floppy drives.
A storage medium for personal computers in production from 1976 to 2001. The magnetic discs are sheathed in paper or plastic jackets and are known for their tendency to flop around in one's hand. Especially 5 inches. Technically speaking, they are 5.25 inches in diameter. Incidentally, Dodo, in 1983, the debut title from this game's producer, Koichi Nakamura, was produced in a 5-inch floppy version.
Ooh, I like this little meta. That's some good meta having in the game.
I like it. I enjoy it.
What possible use could there be for all this outdated stuff?
Mr. Ando, were you in here?
Minorikawa called out. Nobody came to greet him. The shop was definitely open, though. Surely the proprietor hadn't left it unattended.
Hey, Mr. Ando. Come on, I know you're in there.
After a short wait, Minorikawa heard sounds from the living space behind the shop. A door opened to reveal a tired-looking middle-aged man. Yeah, what do you want?
Mr. Ando?
I am, the man said guardedly. And I'm sorry, but I'm in the middle of something at the moment. Could you come back tomorrow, or...
Please, just give me a minute. I'm a freelance writer. Name's Minorikawa.
Minorikawa showed Endo his business card.
I read an article for 4-Star General Gossip.
A magazine piece, huh?
Precisely. So if I could just have a little bit of your time today.
The phone rang, cutting him off before he could get down to business. I'm sorry, you'll have to excuse me for a moment. Endo reached into the clutter and pulled out a telephone. Hello? Endo Electronics. The proprietor listened for a moment, then raised an eyebrow. Yeah, that's a problem, all right. All right, understood. I'll try and get a hold of the customer then. Endo set the receiver back down.
What was that all about?
Oh, yesterday I sold a dry ice machine, and the manufacturer just called to let me know the model is defective.
Effective?
Apparently, once it starts making dry ice, it won't stop. I need to tell the customer I have to recall the machine and refund their deposit. Please give me a moment.
Beep boop, I'm a robot.
Endo sifted through some sales slips, read a number off of one, and made a phone call.
That's because he's an endo. He's an endoskeleton.
Nobody picked up on the other end, however. That's right, he grumbled to himself. He said they had some performance today.
Performance?
I sold it to a guy from some theater troupe. They're called the Wandering Angels. Yeah, or something.
A theater trope. A theater trope run by Inazuke Orai. This afternoon at 5:30 p.m. they are performing their 22nd piece, Au revoir. Au revoir. Right now, all of the actors are already at the theatre, except for Akomi Mondo, who plays the rival of the main character Ryu. Street Fighter?
Yeah.
The angry production chief has sent his assistant to Mondo's apartment, but he does not yet know what is waiting for him there. Continues of the Tale of the Wandering Angels, Episode 2, 6 episodes in all.
The Wandering Angels, that was Shinosuke Orai's theater troupe. I don't know why I keep saying trope. Troupe. Minorikawa had an interview with him booked for 2:30. Anyhow, what can I do for you? Minorikawa hastily explained what he was after. Endo gave him a dubious look. As I said earlier, I'm a bit busy right now.
There's clearing up, I hope. How'd you get everything done in this mess?
Why, are you this rude to all your interview subjects?
5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes of your time, please.
You've got to be joking. Go on, get the hell out of here. Endo headed for the back room in a huff.
Fine, then I'll just have to write about what you already told me. Namely, the Angel Electronics sells defective merchandise.
Huh? What are you implying?
Did you or did you not sell that theater troupe a defective piece of equipment?
Look, I'm going to get in touch with them as soon as...
I'm betting they're in a hurry waiting for their performance. I doubt you'll be getting through them today.
Endo bit his lip.
Now that I had your attention, let's make a deal.
What kind of deal?
A deal with the devil in the pale moonlight. I'm meeting with a member of the Wandering Angels a little later today. I can let them know about the dry ass machine for you. In exchange, all you have to do is give me your interview. Or my interview. Our interview.
Our interview. Endo scowled. And where's your proof that you'll be meeting with the Wandering Angels?
I take advantage of my when he's down mission. But one thing I'm not is a lie.
The shopkeeper took a few moments to think about it. Fine. 5 minutes, that's all you get. Minorikawa whipped his notepad out of his coat like he was drawing a gun.
So let's get right down to it, shall we?
Go right ahead.
So I hear that over 500 surveillance cameras have been installed throughout Shibuya's shopping districts.
Yeah, that's right.
Why so many?
We used to have a lot of delinquents in town. Young people who oh wait, yeah, that's you.
Young people who act rowdy or cause trouble, often at arcades or convenience store parking lots, and who frequently resort to petty theft and other mischief. Also referred to in more outmoded terms as ruffians or hoodlums.
Endo said the word with marked distaste.
Oh yeah, I remember that there's some problem kids around.
They were real punks. They vandalized my signs, made a mess of my storehouse. They were just awful.
So,
Norikawa scribbled diligently in his notepad. Heck, my own son put together a sort of vigilante squad to help teach those punks a lesson.
Were they Squirtles?
Yeah. Wait. Vigilante squad?
hold up right there for a sec.
Minorikawa jutted out his hand to interrupt. This guy's son was part of the vigilante squad? What a stroke of luck! Maybe he could also provide some info for the article on the gangs of Shibuya.
Sorry, I don't mean to be too far off topic here. But could you tell me the name of your group the film belongs to?
They call themselves SOS.
You remember that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this is slightly different than before. Because it says, more recently, however, SOS has become one of the biggest gangs in Shibuya, resorting to defacing public property with graffiti, shoplifting, and shaking people down for cash. Pride themselves on being the top gang in Shibuya and all that. The top gang in Shibuya? Did I really just hit the jackpot right here? Not to pat myself on the back, but go me. All I have to do is step outside and the story finds me. I think I might be a natural at this.
As it happens, I'm about to also interview people from SOS. Would you be able to put me in touch with your son?
Yeah, sure, but you should know that my son isn't in the gang anymore. Oh! We're at the jump point again.
Yeah.
Hitomi, look! Big Wang in Shibuya. Heck yeah, let's go. There's the van. A blue van had appeared nearby, parked in a spot that had been empty previously. Achi couldn't see who was inside, but there was definitely something fishy about it. Besides, there weren't any other blue cars around, so this had to be it. He'd been right. The crooks had come back after all. I'm gonna go take a quick look, Achi said. You wait here. But before he could carry out his plan, Hitomi jumped to her feet. Without a word, she rushed toward the van. Hold on, I said wait. She wasn't slowing down. Achi caught hold of her arm. Wait, this could be dangerous. What if the kidnapper's in there?
And what if my sister's in there? I have to go help her.
Achi knew full well what it was like to be impulsive, but this was one situation where cooler heads would have to prevail.
We can't just hang out here. What if the car takes off again?
That's why I said I was gonna take a look first.
But isn't that dangerous? What if they do something to my sister because some random guy was moving around?
Oh, yeah, you got a point. Achi thought as fast as he could. The criminal told Hitomi to get into the van. There had to be some specific reason for that. What if they were planning to abduct her as well? Were the case, he couldn't just let her go. He had to make a snap decision. I would say we should go together. Okay, let's go together then. Does that work for you? Please, we have no idea who or what we might run into. Hitomi gave a slight nod.
Alright. But let me go first and you follow, okay?
Got it. Achi waited as Hitomi started walking, then followed her at a distance so it wouldn't look like they were together. She headed straight for the van. Two men got out of the car, neither of them Japanese. Achi picked up his pace in case he needed to close the distance fast. One of the men approached Hitomi and said something to her. She gave an affirming nod. Suddenly, the two men grabbed her from either side. Oh no, we failed! Dragged her to the van and shoved her into the back seat. Achi broke into a sprint. Of course it was a trap. He couldn't guess what their whole plan was, but kidnapping Hitomi was obviously part of it. But before he could reach the vehicle, the door slid shut. The van sped off an instant later. Whoa! Look at that shot! Achi raced after it.
Hey!
He ran as hard as he could, thinking of nothing else. He couldn't give up now. Couldn't let things end like this. He'd made a promise. No quitting halfway. And no turning his back on someone in trouble. But the car kept getting further and further away. Before long, it was just a blue speck that vanished into the cityscape. No. Achi never saw Hitomi again.
I believe Anya would do this.
I know, right?
Letting me be kidnapped.
Oof. Achi did try to warn Hitomi that checking out the van by herself was dangerous. And oh, look, she got herself kidnapped. Maybe he should have put his foot down and checked on things himself first. Yeah, he does kind of know what he's doing. More so than she does. Okay, so we're doing this. Look, just let me go first. I don't want to put you at any risk. Hitomi's determination wavered at the look in Achi's eyes. Please. We have no idea who or what we might run into. If I think they're gonna try to run off again, I'll give some signal. Then you can come along, and I doubt they'll be interested in leaving then. Hitomi gave a reluctant nod.
Please, be careful.
Will do.
And tell me if my sister's in there.
I will. You can count on it. Achi stepped out into the open and started walking toward the van. He tried his best to look as if he wasn't paying it any attention. Yep, I'm just an ordinary passerby. As he got nearer, he tried to sneak...
Citizen.
Yeah. As he got nearer, he tried to sneak a glimpse inside. A glimpse inside. The van's dark window film made it hard to see who might be inside or even how many people. Casually, he moved closer still to get a better look. Suddenly, the sliding door burst open and several people jumped out. None of them were Japanese. Within moments, Achi was surrounded. Whoa, what? Hey, what's the deal?
There were 5 glimpses.
He let out a little chuckle. Man, this thing must be packed. How many seats you got in that thing anyway? He took another step toward the vehicle and looked inside. When the man pulled a knife from inside the jacket, thrusting it out in Achi's direction. He probably meant it as a simple threat, but on reflex, Achi went into self-defense mode, kicking him right in the jaw. Yeah, there was a loud crack as his foot connected. The man dropped out like a light. The others stared, then rushed him. Well, this sure hadn't gone to plan. Too late to take it back now. The damage was done. Achi was just going to have to take out the rest of these punks too. Good thing he's a himbo incarnate. He nimbly shifted his feet, evading their initial attack. Having to take these guys on 3-1 wasn't going to be pretty. Achi! I don't know why I said that.
Anya.
He heard Hitomi cry out. Crap. He hadn't given any signal, but she had come out of hiding anyway. Hitomi, stay back! How was he supposed to fight off 3 guys and protect her at the same time? Yeah, she was an idiot for coming out of hiding. What could he do?
Right?
What should he do?
It's like Ashley Graham, like, coming out of the trash after you tell her to stay in there.
Yeah.
And then, because she came out, she gets kidnapped by the villagers. Like, that would be so annoying.
Yeah. Within moments, a number of passerby had gathered around the fight. Maybe they'd heard Hitomi shouting. Hey, what's going on? Oh my god, is that a knife? This ain't just some petty squabble. Someone call the police! Some of them began taking photos with their cell phones. One of the men cursed in frustration, then signaled for his buddies to get back into the car. Achi couldn't stop them. The engine roared to life and the van sped away. Knowing he'd never catch them on foot, Achi merely watched it go.
And he told me he didn't get kidnapped.
Yep. He'd failed. Well, it's more like she made it so that you failed, because if she didn't come out of hiding, you probably could have just beat them all up, and then we could have just gone into the car and got the stuff. This was his fault, all of it.
We need to have a whole adventure first.
Nah, Achi bit his lip hard. How could he possibly face Hitomi now?
Archie.
Hitomi's voice was hollow, empty. Achi stared down at his feet like a scolded child. I'm sorry. I didn't see whether your sister was in there or not.
I see.
The words, so simple and matter-of-fact, stung him to the heart. I'm so sorry. But Hitomi simply shook her head. The fact that she wasn't even chewing him out made him feel all the worse. I know I messed up, but He was going to say, I'll make up for it somehow, but he froze with fear at what he saw next. Oh, frick, this guy! Across the street staring at them was the man with the cane. He just is not giving up. This guy is just constant.
Yep.
He told me it's him. They had to get out of here. Once again running! He grabbed Hitomi by the hand and bolted down Dokensaka. The assassin followed, staying on his side of the road. Achi wasn't sure what to do. Should they try heading into the alleys and side streets again? No, it was more dangerous to head some place where there would be fewer witnesses. Best to stick to Dokensaka for now. The man wouldn't be able to gun them down if they managed to lose themselves in the crowd along Center Guy first. Besides, the guy had to use a cane. Achi and Hitomi could outrun him. Hand in hand, they sped along Dokensaka and through the intersection in front of the 109 building. Come on, Hitomi, just a little further. Okay! She was panting, but she pressed on. Achi risked a glance back over his shoulder. Huh? He stopped in surprise. Oh, shoot!
Kano!
It's Kano!
What's wrong?
That guy. He's not following us. The slope leading down to the intersection wasn't that steep.
Several plainclothes detectives have been hiding amidst the crowd. The intersection is part of the kidnapping stakeout. Right now, Director Kuze is sending a message to all officers over the wireless, and so the detectives have stopped to listen in. It's a bit unusual. An observant individual might notice.
It was strange that the gunman hadn't bothered to pursue, so there was no time to worry about this behavior right now. Wait, so the gunman is part of the police, then? Or at least has, like, the ability to hear in what the police are saying. Hitomi, can you still run?
Yeah, I'm alright.
And this is our chance. This way! They need to put plenty of distance behind them before the assassin came after them again. But they also need to find the van again and rescue Hitomi's sister. Would they be able to find it and yet stay hidden from the man with the cane? Achi wasn't sure one way or the other, but with Hitomi in tow, he hurried onward along Center Guy. Hey, another one done for the hour.
This is a good time to stop.
Yep. Yeah, so we have both Kano and Achi done for now. So it's just getting everybody else on that same boat. But yeah.
Just remember that next Monday will be the last one I can do for two weeks. So
Yeah. No worries. Big hugs. We can always come back another time. But yeah.
Hopefully Rolf will be able to join us next week.
Yeah, hopefully. Believing in the dream. But yeah, thanks Lulu for hanging out, and thanks Azure and Rolf for hanging out in the chat, and Bjorn. I love you all very much. Next stream is of course the Saturday stream, probably more Stardew. And then continuing on with this as it happens. But yeah, we're making progress. We're getting there. We're making headway. It's taking forever, but we're getting there. No, I do not. I love you, Azure, very much. And that's the truth.
I love you more, Azure.
I love you all the most, and that's a fact. But, anyways, let's see who's live right now. Let's see who to raid. If Twitch can be connected to. Why is it taking 5 million years? Why is it? Oh yeah, there we go. Finally it loaded. So let's raid Tildays. Yeah. Yeah, thanks y'all for hanging out. I love all of you so much.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.